Welcome to the third in a row. On this last Thursday of 2023, we marched from NDG to the Mountain Bilingual, yours truly rock and roll style, for those who made less than 50K in 2023 as the year ends. It is the last Thursday of the year. From the rock to the mountain. Look at those beautiful trees. We're gonna go all the way to the mountain, and we are gonna rock and roll all the way for those butchers, bakers, nurses, doctors, grocery store clerks. Turn your heads left and right when you cross the streets, even if there is a stop sign, because you never know, the brakes might malfunction. That it says stop in French. Gonna switch to that French because we in La Belle Province on these steel toes. We go freestyle drill. In freestyle mode, encouraging all to work out, train, exercise, salute all the farmers. Food security starts with them, and my gratitude first and foremost, as always, before we go on to rock and roll. Grateful, thankful. My rent's paid my rent for the month of December. Only a few days left. 6 days for the month, and less. 3.5 maybe now. Because it's New Year's, of course. This is the last Thursday. This is December 28th. So it's the last Thursday. Turn your heads left and right before you cross the streets. Now we're going to go on that zigzag. And of course we're going to drill. We're going all the way to the top. And my gratitude again. Grateful, thankful that my rent's paid. Paid my rent, paid my electricity bill. Got coffee and tea. Got some bread. And somebody made a donation in the local food fridge. And I got some tomatoes. And I got some bread, so it's gonna be my reward when I go back. I live a simple, austere, severe, highly super physically fit, active lifestyle, 21st century rainbow Spartan, rainbow dragon here, androgynous, pansexual, gay, androgynous, pansexual with double trouble, double AA, Asperger's with amnesia, that retrograde amnesia, meaning I can access memories that predate. I have a good memory, but the memory of youth and adolescence is pretty much gone. I cannot access 7, 8, 9 years, and here I am on this island, survivor of COVID, open for business 24/7. First and foremost, I got kisses. Kisses by the trillions. I'm laying the foundations, North Americans unite. For the empire, for the empire, for the empire. First and foremost, with 718 trillions of kisses. Kisses, I got hugs, I got these steel toe boots, some rock and roll. And gonna be careful because gonna go to the extreme right because there's some dogs and some people with children, so gonna slow down for my fellow citizens. Get out of the way. And this car, everything they pass.
How much they walk?
Sorry. It's okay, no worries. I'm just allergic to some dogs, so that's why. I have some furs and got some allergies, so I got out of the way, and plus they were with the kids, so you know, my citizen fellowship, I gotta stay on the right side and gotta get some, depends, except for poodles, of course. Those who are poodles are, of course, I'm not allergic to those who have poodles, and just gotta spread some love, you know. I'm not totally selfless, not totally selfish, try to be balanced in the middle, but now that I did step outside, I got added responsibilities, duties, and obligations to my fellow citizens, which I wouldn't know under the normal course. I wouldn't have had the same ones, right? So now that I'm going to the mountain, on the pedestrian sidewalk, I'll stay to the right for my fellow citizens. So, if I would have stayed home in my private quarters, not the same obligations, responsibilities, and duties would have applied, right? I would have had more rights, right? More rights, with certain obligations to the neighbors and all those things, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, but less. And in the public, we got added responsibilities, duties, and obligations, and here I am working, although financially struggling. I'm about $10,000, 500 in debt, and had some nice employment during COVID, three jobs I really love, but you know, we Aspies, I'm an Asperger's, and I learned to accept it and deal with it. So we repeat things, I might say things twice, 3 times, and do weird gestures with hand gestures and ritualistic like movements of the body with the hands or with the feet. So it's part of Asperger's. I've learned to accept it, and I'm working on my symptoms. I sometimes, like many Aspies, I get too close to people, too close for comfort, and here I am, Asperger's with amnesia, retrograde amnesia, not the normal amnesia, but retrograde, meaning that I can't access memories that were like 7, 8, 9 years. Where I used to live, there was a lots of mold, and I survived COVID. It's gonna be 66 days. Gonna be 4 years, February 2020. It was like death, pestilence, and disease. It was like death, pestilence, and disease. It was like death, pestilence, and disease when I had COVID. And here I am now, survival COVID, going all the way to the mountain on these steel toe boots. Grateful thing without my rent's paid, electricity bill's paid. Got food, of course, and got coffee, got some tea, and I'm joyous, that I can say. And as I carpe diem it every day with hope for tomorrow, I presented my thesis as the people's doctor to the world. And my thesis is, of course, that civilization is a privilege, and as the people's doctor, I prescribe regular fitness and have been and will call blah 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 for the mass financing of citizens to work out, to train, and to exercise. Working out, training, and exercising has been, is, and shall continue to be my medicine and therapy of choice. I'm gonna put a little of those gloves, auctioning these gloves. They were gifted by my anonymous sister friend, greatest woman I know, on the holidays. So I got new gloves. I'm auctioning them for $1 million to give her half of that $1 million, pay my $10,000 debt, and of course go all the way. Go all that way. And with the other glove, auctioning my Christmas gift in order to give $1 million to somebody who I know deserves to be a multi-millionaire, to be having their own house, property. Deserves to be 7 times richer than Oprah and all the 7 Kardashian family put together times 7. 7 times 7, 49. So, nonetheless, as I am on these steel toe boots going all the way to the top of the mountain, and see, it's better where I live now. I'm grateful. Where I live now, it's much better, and I'm grateful, thankful that I paid my rent, paid my electricity bill, got coffee, and fitness and exercising is, of course, a movement and a constant. Here's a dangerous corner. You gotta turn your left, right, because they don't have a stop sign on the parallel side. See, he's gonna get honked. Maybe not. Anyways, that's a little bit of dangerous corner right there, and we all gotta be mindful. As we're citizens, we have added responsibilities, duties, and obligations when we're in the public, which are not in the corners of the normal life. And I gotta show you all this mural, because this mural pretty much rocks in the city of Montreal. And as I go on the alleyway, and it's a nice mural right here that you get to enjoy part of the city. And somebody made a great mural. See here, says Snowden, and part of the murals of my city. You love the colors. Look at the sun. Look at the Snowden. Look at the Montreal. We got it. Rock and roll for the farmers, butchers, bakers. And I love this mural. It's so nice and well made. See with the Snowden there, and pretty good job on this mural right here. It's pretty good, and you see, it's right here is pretty much well done. It's a well done right here, and I love how this is done right here with this, with a car right there. See, I really love that one. That was an awesome job here. All this mural is super well done with the car, with the texture of the Snowden. So I gotta say, I really like it. Things like this should be encouraged, and that one is pretty good. And we're gonna go by the back of the alley. I've been many years with one foot in the streets, one foot in the libraries, many years. One foot in the streets, one foot in the libraries, chronically sick, survivor of COVID. It was like death, pestilence, and disease for me. And now I'm being reborn. February 2020, I died. Nothing that I want to go back to live for today. Carpe diem, open for business 24/7 rock and roll for the farmers, butchers, bakers, firefighters, grocery store clerks, all the way. My brothers and sisters, North Americans United, this Quebecer North American. Rock and roll for the farmers and the food security stars with them. And we got a lot of infrastructure, renewal. It's a work. Civilization is a progress. I'm a people's athlete, an artist. I'm the people's artist, an athlete. The people's artist, an athlete. See, I'm the people's artist, an athlete. The people's artist, an athlete. I'm just gonna take a photo. As of course I mark my fitness journeys and my marches to the mountain. I marched them all the way here, and of course I'm gonna go all the way to the top of the mountain. Hey, grateful for today, carpe diem every day, and it is a constant, and as the people's artist and athlete. Encourage all to give to charity. Wall Street, Wall Street, Wall Street. Take a little photo of those buildings there. Gotta salute the construction workers. I hear about building houses, but I don't hear any cheerleading and rock and roll for the construction workers. I gotta cheerlead the construction workers my own self now. All these roads built with brains and muscle in North American Unite for the Democratic Republic. You know, it's work, work, work. And of course, like I said, I'm financially struggling, and I had employment, and during COVID, but probably due to Asperger's and precarious employment, we suffer Aspies, and I lost a lot of friends in the past 7 years. I made made a lot of friends, lost them. You know, Asperger's, it's something that I learned to live with, and I'm part of a minority, less than 1%. Actually, in 2020 was less than half of a percentage of people in the world, so 0.44%. So out of 300, you might not find even one. But yeah, and I am paradoxically has paid off a lot, because of course my obsessions such as geopolitical analysis and civilizational studies, as I'm obsessed about all things civilization, nature. Please give to charity. Wall Street, buying, selling, futures, trading stocks that way. Keep in mind that our electricity, Hydro-Quebec Go gives to 5 or 6 states. Already we need to build more new dams. But anyways, Asperger's, we have obsessions. Some of my obsessions are, of course, geopolitics, 24/7 studies of civilization, sports. Dancing is my favorite sport as I go rock and roll down the south. And of course, I did a conclusion back in 2019 in October. Said, of course, that humanity is against Cette on a course towards an international conflagration. And so, created a World War III scenario, designed, made, and created to go with the scenarios which we have now today. So, I don't know, World War III has it started as questions, but what I do know is that back in 2019, I done an in-depth analysis and study of the geopolitical events which had transpired up to that point in time, October 2019, and back then have sounded the alarm and had come to the conclusion. In 2019, I've said humanity were against Cette towards a course for an international conflagration, and so created and designed the World War III scenario, and we made it to go hand in hand with my workout training program, which have performed more than 372 or more, 372 or more now. As I perform this workout now, marching in these steel toe boots all the way to the mountain, and being grateful. You know, gratitude, super important for the food, for the thinking about the farmers now and the truckers, you know, on the road, and the butchers and the bakers and all those in the grocery store clerks, you know, now in the warehouses. I had a warehouse job, you know, with temp agencies and placement agencies, and I unionized and precarious work, you know, and being an Aspie, you know, I got a lot of difficulties with that, and it's better to address things directly, you know, than to gossip and stuff like that. So I got issues, I got flaws. I masturbated earlier today. I like my BDSM switch. I'm androgynous, gay, pansexual. Yeah, I scrubbed the toilet bowl. I got dirty. I come from a place on the ground where there was lots of mold. Probably that's why I got amnesia, but it's getting better now with every step that I put on these steel toes. And, you know, I got to get a sense of justice. Got to get some redemption. Well, it's first and foremost with kisses, like a conversation I had with secret agents during COVID, and of course they laughed. They said, don't mind about the gangster rappers, some of them like to be put on the leash. They said, don't mind about gangster rappers, some of them like to be put on the leash. Don't mind about gangster rappers, some of them like to be put on the leash. So anyways, meaning to say that we all got some things which we deal with, which you gotta be sometimes in the open, because securing liberty or freedom sometimes it ain't easy, but of course we gotta keep it on the drill. And I love that, what they do with that. That's colorful. That's the compost. I really love that. Hey, put color on it, and felt like taking a picture, but nonetheless, I really love this house. my anonymous sister friend could live in one of these houses right there. It's just a special type of stairs. I love the long stairs, but again, when you cross the street, turn your heads left and right. See, because like I said, brakes might malfunction. And you know, I'll take a picture of the house. It's just super nice. I love it. I love it. Wow, it's not for sale, but I love how the stairs are, and I just love how it is made. And super nice. That white house there, the white house in the corner is just super nice. Something that I really like about it, I probably because do like stairs, going up and down the stairs, and kind of feels a bit like it's high on the hill. And now of course we're starting to ascend the mountain. We're getting closer to one of the 3 peaks of Mount Royal proper, which is West Mount, and then it's gonna be on the Outremont, right? So it's now marching east, right? So now I'm marching east in these steel-toe boots for the farmers, butchers, bakers, nurses, doctors, grocery store clerks. I'm marching east now. East. When I come back, I march west. See, like here, they gotta stop, but turn your heads left and right. Because, like I said, the citizen driver might press the accelerator instead of the brake. Citizen driver's car the brakes might malfunction. It's a possibility, right? So just for our security as a citizen, you know, now I'm in the public, I got added responsibilities, duties, and obligations. And although about $10,500 in debt, grateful, thankful that my rent's paid. This 28th of December, got food, paid my electricity bill. I'm a fan of Hydro-Quebec. I'm a fan singer for the butchers, the bakers, the nurses, the doctors, the construction workers. Hey, you know, you're all talking about politician. I'm a pro-labor and love universal revolutionary centrist. I gotta hear some talk about cheering on the construction workers because they're gonna get down those cranes. They're gonna build with steel-toe boots, metal, know-how meters, and they're gonna build the houses, eh? They gotta be cheered on, you know. They gotta be applauded just like I'm cheering and applauding a child, my inner child, and of course with LOV and a little bit of loving. Loving is also action. Action has been required in my own healing. I could philosophize 7 years about the environment, blah, 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 workout, train, exercise, got to do it also. Takes that doing. I've been blessed, sweat and tears, see fellow citizen there crossing the street. Got to be a good Samaritan. He crossed the street safely. And he's jogging. He just jogged. Not this one, though. I don't want further away. He was jogging, encouraging him to jog. Encourage citizens to keep fit actively. An active lifestyle. We got to mass finance it. Come on, NFL, National Football League, NHL, National Hockey League, NBA, National Basketball Association, MLB, Public-Private Partnership, Dragon Army Initiatives, which has many initiatives. One of the initiatives is, of course, to mass finance citizens to work out, to train, and exercise. To work out, to train, and to exercise. To work out, to train, and to exercise. I go all the way. And we're going all the way, and we're taking on that drill, and we're taking on that to do. You know, sometimes it takes that doing, because if we don't do, it takes doing. It takes the doer, the thinker, the philosopher. My own cleaning now, going out to the mountain rest and inhale cleaner air, purify, heal myself. Sometimes purification got to come by simplification and by some action. We got to channel the aggression, brothers and sisters. I got aggression. I got aggression. I got it. I got aggression, but I channel it. I sublimate and channel. I do have aggression. Turn your heads left and right before you cross the street. But my brothers and sisters, I channel it and sublimate it. I work out, I train, I exercise, I do push-ups so that I harm none. We already got on the verge of World War III, and Quebecers, here are my family, Canadians. I do believe in reincarnation as a universal spiritual teaching student. I encourage you all to give me some push-ups. Drop down for the leaders of the free world to give Dragon a little bit of push-ups. Nobody's watching this video, but at least one person might. Gotta work out, take care of our body. In nature, study a little bit of nature. Get our body physicality. So my brothers and sisters, share more if you're a millionaire or billionaire. I'm trying to be less selfish on a daily. You know, my negative emotions, feelings, I had a plenty. I was suicidal and depressed 6 years ago. I crossed Canada coast to coast. I said so many things to live for. Got me out of depression. I went by train and went by bus. That event just got me out of depression. Started my fitness journey. I said so many things to live for. I don't know, in the past, I do have a lot of scars and I can't access memories from youth, adolescence. It's amnesia. So I woke up on this island and I woke up surviving COVID. I was very sickle and disease. Maybe it was the mold. Maybe I did a lot of drugs. I don't do drugs now, and I work out, train, exercise, and a little bit of my drug is a little bit with consent hygiene. I like BDSM switch, pansexual BDSM switch, androgynous pansexual. So if you're into that, holla, Rainbow Dragon style. If you're into that stuff, I'm into workout, train, exercise. I'm into the healing, the regeneration, the rejuvenation of the Quebecois nation, of which I'm part, and all who join us here in Quebec, Canada, Canadians, and North Americans, because I was a philosopher. I'm a universal spiritual teaching student. I believe in world peace as well. You know, I believe in world peace as well. I believe in world peace as well, but you know, I'm a Quebecer, Canadian, North American. I was born twice in the past lives that way. Post 1776. I'm speaking to my American brothers and sisters as well, because I served twice post 1776, 1776. That way south, my brothers and sisters in the USA. I served twice in the United States Army. It's time for the 21st century. North American Republican Democratic Republic. For the empire, which I'm laying the foundations first and foremost with 718 trillions of kisses. First union, I did in the European Union for North America, laid with kisses. Some brain, some muscle, lots of rock and roll with it in French, English, and learn some Spanish. That's been my 3 languages in the past many years. More than 7 now, more than 7. French, English, Spanish, and I'm a Quebecer, Canadian, North American. This island is pretty much all I know, and everything that I read, tens of thousands of books on philosophies, on art, on civilization. Read tens of thousands of books on philosophy, on art, on philosophy, all things of civilization. And as a philosopher, I presented my thesis called the Collective North American Civilization, called the Collective North American Civilization, called the Collective North American Civilization. That is that collective North American civilization. Right, the collective North American civilization, or the North American civilizational complex, which is part of my theory that we constitute and we are to form a collective civilization to unite more. Adopt my Trinity of theories via love. 4th dimension is that LOVE. CIT, I present to the table citizen integration theory, DRT, debt refusion theory, democratic fusion theory. With that love, my black brothers and sisters, all North Americans, all to join us. We gotta secure freedom, ensure freedom, liberty, and please give to charity. And let's create that universal exchange unit. My DRT, the only way. Now my only way, the only way to go forward, now where we are with the debt, is the DRT theory. DRT theory is my time to cross. So I see the youth. For the youth, man. I love them seeing the youth, man. I consider them my family, you know, Quebecers, my family all who live on the island, my family in Quebec, Canada, North Americans, and I was born right here on the island several times. After 1776 in the USA twice. And post post 1535. Post 1535. 1535 is a historical date here. It has to do with Jacques Cartier and whatever have you, but nonetheless, I'm gonna go take a look at that mound across the street. It's a one way, but I just want to see what this mound is all about here. Oh it's the leftover snow, see? Oh, it's the snow. I was wondering what it was. So it's snow actually, with dirt on it, see? In Montreal, it's December 28th. Eh? Mild for today, what it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be actually way. Throw something to the garbage. It's supposed to be way. It's supposed to be way colder, but hey, I'm gonna take it as I'm grateful, you know, and thinking about the truckers now, those delivering the mail, Canada Post. I applied to a few jobs, but precarious work with temp agencies. We need to get that North American Global Dragon Union. We need to get that North American Dragon Union. We get to get that North American Dragon Union, and I wouldn't want that contract. And I'm a bit disappointed, quite upset, you know, with COVID. I seen people get rushed back to go back to COVID like they did pre-COVID, and nothing that I want to go back. I was hoping for major changes in our system, and I'm a pro-labor and love centrist, and paradoxically my theories and my philosophies now have of course manifested what's happening in the world now in terms of the geopolitics. What's happening now? In terms of the geopolitics, what's happening now? In terms of the geopolitics, what's happening now geopolitically? You know, geopolitically, all the things that are unraveling, and I predicted this back in 2019. Not in exactly word verbatim per transcript A to Z, you know, but in many ways, gotta turn our heads left and right, you know, because it's gotta turn that head, man, left and right, because you never know. Brakes might malfunction. Citizen driver presses the accelerator instead of the brake, and gotta turn that heads even if you cross the street. My citizen advice. Anyways, now we're gonna discuss as we enter Westmount, most affluent, rich neighborhood. I'm gonna go even richer houses if I know somebody who deserves to live here. It's my anonymous sister friend. So first I'm gonna discuss my World War III scenario of 2019, and then I'm gonna go towards my Trinity of theories. But first, of course, as always, I'm gonna say my gratitude once again as I double check for security left and right. Turn your heads left and right. So with gratitude first. Grateful, thankful. Rent's paid. Electricity bills paid, got food and coffee, and I march on these steel toes. To the mountain workout train exercise with a backpack. It's not that heavy, it's got between 11 and 22 pounds, so it's not that heavy. But as I march, of course, all the way to the mountain, being mindful of the privilege of civilization, which is my thesis presented in 2023 at the beginning. And civilization is a privilege, eh? We got cleaning water, running to take showers, we got highways, we got infrastructure of the food, which has been built most after the Second World War. We got highways so we can go all the way to Mexico. The trains, the planes, public transit, all this. Public and private partnership is a must for the 21st century. Public-private partnership is all my dream is about. A public and a private partnership. That's my call. Part of the ongoing dream manifesting as the dancing goddess and the dragon kingdom, or vice versa, the dragon kingdom and the dancing goddess empires. Right here where we are, on the island metropolis, is 2.5 million people. It's like a small country. It's like a small country. Right on this island is a small country, 2.5 million people, second biggest population-wise city in Canada, which we are 40 million now. 40 million, my fellow family Canadians, coast to coast, North Americans, and it's second city in Canada. It is, of course, the eighth city. It's, of course, the eighth city in, of course, in North America, and of course, it is one of the top 50. So we got to be mindful of that. I got my fellow family right here. Quebecers are my family. Canadians. I have my anonymous sister friend, greatest woman I know, which if I make $1 million, gonna give her half. $1 billion, gonna give her half. Deserves to be 7 times richer than Oprah, 7 times, and 7 times richer than Oprah. All the 7 Kardashians times 7 put together, that's 49. That's a lot. Anyways, not a joke. That's true. What I meant it. If I make $1 million, gonna give her half, 50-50. Just out of love and gratitude and respect. Anyways, as I go on these steel toes to the mountain, gotta be that grateful. You know, gratitude is like a constant. And of course, so is the fitness journey, because I always encourage and say, your fitness journey starts today. Your fitness journey starts today. I've seen that name a lot. Might have met him a few times before COVID. I'm during, or once, maybe, I don't know. Memories after 7, 8, 9 years, it's kind of hard, but due to amnesia, Asperger's with amnesia, AA, who loves that building right there. Nice Ionic Doric Corinthian pillars. I still have to check. I haven't checked if they're Ionic Doric or Corinthian, Ionic Doric or Corinthian. Those are styles of the Greco-Roman architectural style, but anyways, I love that building right there. We'll put a little bit of paint, but nonetheless. So back in 2019, in October, turn my heads left and right. Back in 2019, in October, have done, as I do kind of every weeks or so, what I call Rainbow Dragon geopolitical analysis and thesis and analysis of main, secondary and tertiary geopolitical events, global, so international, or geopolitical by sphere of North America, Central America, South America, or global, whatever the case may be. So in this case, yours truly, it is of course go there and study and newspapers and all the things in the past and present and prognosticate or do an analysis of try to speculate on future events. So here we are. So back in 2019 and have done of course a major overhaul of the geopolitical events, and back in 2019 have concluded that humanity is again set on a course towards an international conflagration. In other words, a World War III scenario. So with that in mind, as an independent geopolitical analyst and theorist, that's what I concluded. And as an independent geopolitical analyst and theorist, of which, as many aspies like myself, it's part of my obsessions: geopolitics, geopolitical studies of civilization, and with that, study of civilization and geopolitics, and of course, not only geopolitics, study of civilization, but sports, fitness, and with that, fourth dimension, public hygiene, because you know I open carry my disinfectant. So back to that, back in 2019, I did an analysis. I said, hey, what's happening in the world now is, of course, we're set towards the course towards an international conflagration. And so made, created, and designed, produced my World War III scenario to go hand in hand with what has been happening geopolitically, right? In terms of geopolitics. So yours truly on these steel toe boots going to the mountain, gonna now discuss it. So in October 2019, just before I had COVID, and you have proof of work, because I have hundreds of workout videos detailing the analysis, detailing the perspective, detailing everything that I did, and how come I come to that conclusion. Well, the main events, main points, the US-China trade war, which began in about March 2018, about March 2018 or so. During the Trump administration, the US-China trade war started. So that was a major geopolitical event, because that kind of turned down about more than 3 decades, if not more, 44 years since the opening began in China and the West, after 1977, 1984, 1989, whatever the case may be. So back then I've done an analysis, and I've come to that conclusion, of course, that we are again, but not just the US-China trade war, was taking into consideration other geopolitical events, unresolved events, past conflicts, whatever the other cases may be. And I came to the conclusion in October 2019 that humanity is again set on a course towards an international conflagration. And so made, created, and designed that World War III scenario and my workout training program, which is effective, efficient, and simple, designed made to go hand in hand with the World War III scenario, the aforementioned General War Integrated Total Body Training System. That is the official name. Simple, effective, and efficient. I perform more than 372 workouts, and I still perform to perform them special on the march and discuss about it, but I have been and will continue to advocate for NATO member troops and to be integrated in the curriculum in the schools, and of course to be integrated in the schools curriculum starting as young as 7. As young as 7 in the schools can do it, maybe 3 times a week. That would be good because we got new energies, children, youth, to be the love of fitness, and that would be, if they do it successfully, takes about an hour. Takes about an hour or so to do, so takes about an hour, right? I could do it in 50 minutes, I could do it in an hour and a half, but the maximum allocated time is 93 minutes. Again, I'm going to go a little bit over the rules. So these are the rules of my workout training program system. So the rules are simple, effective, and efficient, right? So the rules are this. The rules are this. So you got 93 minutes, right? 93 minutes to do 100 push-ups, 100 squats, 100 hawks. That trinity. Hawks, push-ups, squats, right? You can check out my videos. You got hundreds of workout videos. So you take that 100, 100, 100. That's the holy trinity. And in between, so once you start the 93, that's an hour and a half and 3 minutes, right? 93, 93 minutes. And of course, 93 minutes to do 100 push-ups, 100 squats, 100 hawks. And then to do, of course, 13 and 3 maximum reps. So you cannot do more than 13 push-ups or 13 squats or 13 hawks. So you can do 3, anywhere in between 7, 6, 8, 9, whatever the case may be. Those numbers keep in mind. Turn your head left and right when you cross the street for the security, added security and safety. Do recommend all to cross the street in more safety and security. Yours truly, Citizen Dragon, Rainbow Dragon, blah, blah, blah. 13 push-ups maximum per rep, per rep. So you cannot do more than 13 per set, right? So you can do 13, get to 100, you done them all. So that's 100 push-ups required, 100 squats, 100 hawks. But when you start the countdown, you cannot stop. You got to keep it in motion by walking steps, marching steps, or jogging or running. So there's no pause. You cannot stop from walking, from marching, from jogging, from running. You can change marching pace, jogging pace, running pace, or jogging, marching, running, or walking, power marches like I'm doing now. Doesn't matter the speed really, but of course, like, don't do the snail and stuff just to yeah, it's marching, it's walking. You gotta walk, march, jog, or walk, march, jog, or run. So it's march, walk, jog, or run. It's march, jog, or run, right? March, jog, run, right? March, jog, or run. March, jog, or run. Right? That is the trinity. March, jog, run. March, jog, run. March, jog, run. March, jog, run, or walk. March, jog, run. That is the trinity, right? So that's the trinity, and you cannot stop. So 93 minutes, no stopping, minimum seconds of marching or walking or jogging or running of 31 seconds are required. So those are the 4 main numbers. 93 for the total allocated time to complete it successfully. 13 and 3, they go hand in hand. And 31 for the number of seconds required. So those are the 4 main numbers: 93, 13 and 3, and 31. That's how you remember the rules. Simple, effective, efficient. Do 300, star 1, you're a potential dragon. Nobody's born a dragon. Do 300, you're dragon 1. Next in line is I am become dragon 0, dragon 0, dragon 0. Right here. Dragon 0, nobody's born a dragon. Freedom got to be secured, insurance and liberty. I live a simple, austere, severe, 21st century Spartan lifestyle. Freedom is something new for us, humanity, right? Our advanced civilization. Sometimes you gotta be, takes a little bit of that old school with the new school. You know, you gotta get fit. You can try to cheat. But you know, and you got money. What is money? Money is to buy, sell, right? Buy, sell. That is what money fundamentally is. That's why I firmly believe in my DRT theory, because now a lot of people are in debt. The debt is unsustainable now. Past this point, there is no way. But my DRT theory. That's another paradox. Having Asperger's with amnesia and being a philosopher on the march who loves to stay fit. And see that clock? It's been 7 years. That clock has stopped. It's been 7 years. 7 years. See? It's 7 o'clock. So AM in the morning, it's correct. In the afternoon, it's PM in the evening and in the night. So twice a day, that clock is right. And you know what? I'm going to take a picture of it. That clock is always 7. It's been 7 years. I don't know if it's designed to stay stuck or if it just stuck on exactly 7. See? See that? It's exactly 7. So I don't know if it's by design that it's exactly 7 and it's been 7 years. So that's exactly on the mark. So I have no idea if that's by design or whatever have you, but nonetheless. Took a picture, off we go. We're going to discuss the DRT theory. Nothing that I want to go back to. It's way better where I live now, but of course I got to carpe diem it as well and be mindful. And of course, increasing acts of goodness with kindness myself. So now we're going to discuss the DRT theory, my brothers and sisters, as we are in Westmount, one of the most richest, affluent neighborhoods, and you know, of course, all of Montreal, if not Quebec, and if not throughout North America and the world for that matter. So, as a student of civilization, Aspie with amnesia, who's an artist, athlete, philosopher, who obsesses about civilizational studies and all things, including in a civilization like our collective North American civilization or the North American civilizational complex. I firmly believe now where we are, my debt is 10,500 and I had employments which I love, but anyways, XYZ got laid off and discontinued and had XYZ and other factors, and have of course then to do a little bit of loving, you know, and love I got, kisses I got, tickles I got, rock and roll with it I got, marching steps I got, steel toe boots. I've been wearing them since about March or April after my surviving COVID, but they're still operational. So here we are. So here is the DRT theory, right? So I'm going to explain now the DRT theory. You need to take a glass of water, have a cup of coffee, and wash your face maybe 3 times with cold water or hot water, vice versa. Hot and cold, I'll alternate between the two. Maybe also a little mild, so 3 different degrees. Hot, cold, and of course hot, mild, cold, whatever the case may be. And I'm going to discuss the DRT theory. But first, I just want to say again my gratitude, grateful, thankful that my rent's paid, electricity bills paid, got food. And if I know anybody who deserves to live in houses like this, as I am in Westmount, it is my anonymous sister friend, the greatest woman I know. And as I march now, I think if it's going to start raining, we're going to have to go over at the place on the mountain where of course it is sheltered, and we're gonna do some push-ups and we're gonna do some jogging drills, maybe some gridiron dragon special drills. So here we are, we're gonna discuss the DRT theory, and we're gonna get to the French version in about a minute, but here it is. So once again, grateful, thankful that my rent's paid, electricity bills paid, got food, and of course got coffee, got tea, as of course I am open for business 24/7, independent artist, athlete, and philosopher, and of course rock and roll 24/7 for the farmers, butchers, bakers, nurses, doctors, grocery store clerks, all involved in the production and the distribution of food. Because everybody gotta eat, gotta turn my head left and right before I do cross the street. So here it is, the DRT, the debt refusion theory. So I'm gonna begin by showing a number, the number of whatever it is, of the number of the debt, the interest that we pay on it as Canadians. So keep in mind that it is a public-private partnership, my call, and that the DRT theory, the debt refusion theory, the DRT theory, includes the monetary integration theory. So the monetary integration has been done and applied in the European Union, right? The Europeans in European Union, the EU, in Germany, they got rid of the Deutschmark, and now they have the euro. And the Italians in Italy, they got rid of the lira, they got the euro. And the French, in France, they got rid of the franc, so they got also the euro, right? So that's my theory. The DRT stands for debt, DEBT, debt refusion, REFUSION theory, 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 like a theory, THEORY. So it's called the debt refusion theory, the DRT theory, right? The DRT theory, which includes monetary integration. That was a steep little hill there. It felt a little bit on the knees, but anyways, so here it is, the ballooning debt charges, right? So this is the ballooning debt charges for Canada. This is according to the CBC. Whoop, no, that's not the one. That is a bunny. So look, so in 2020, 2021, this is just paying the interest. So this is just paying the interest. This is just the debt servicing of the interest. So in 2020, 2021, it was 20.3 billion. 3 years later, for this year and ending of the year in 2024, the budget, 3 years later, it's 46.5 billion. 46.5 billion. So from 20.3, if it would have been double, it would have been 40.6. But it more than doubled to 46.5, right? It's 46.5. See? It's 46.5. It's 46.5, right? 46.5 billion just to service the debt. See? That's CBC. Those are official numbers. Turn your heads left and right before you cross the street. Turn your heads left and right before you cross the street. Turn your heads left and right before you cross the street. Turn your heads left and right before you cross the street. And of course, I'm going to show it again. See? 20.3 to 46.5. 20.3 to 46.5. 20.3, 46.5. So that is the debt interest, just the interest. So I paid interest for the first time, me as a specific case individual. I missed the payment with the RBC bank. So first time ever. I never missed. As much as I struggled financially, I never missed the payment. This once, ever, since I have that debt. It's been whatever, 7 years, whatever. So my brothers and sisters, there's no way now, as I pass in these Westmount here, there's no way, as I pass in the richest, most affluent neighborhood, maybe some of them also have debts, but there's no other way around what's happening now with the majority, and of course many public and the private, because my private debt as a private citizen is 10,500. So with my debt, right, turn your heads left or right before you cross the street. Turn your heads left and right before you cross the street. Turn your heads left and right before you cross the street. You gotta turn that heads left and right before you cross the street. Of course, gotta turn left to right, the head left and right before you cross the street. Of course, be mindful that there's no other way around what's happening now economically with all the debt. My debt as a private citizen individual is 10,500, right? And of course, all the other debt, all the other debt that which we have is of course enormous, like you saw, just servicing the debt. So my brothers and sisters, there's no other way around what's happening now economically, financially, commercially, but my DRT theory, the debt refusion theory for the creation of the UE, which I'm going to explain now. So the DRT theory is taking all private and public debt. My debt is 10,500. Your debt, my debt, all the debt of Canada, throughout North America, Mexico, and Haiti, the good. And of course, my theory contains monetary integration. So take all debt, public and the private, and since the United States dollar, the US dollar is still the currency of choice for international finance, global trade, world commerce. Gotta be careful when I cross the street here. Gotta be prudent, extra careful. Some people more than others don't like to generalize, are on edge, and it's difficult times. And I've been through difficult times. Survived COVID. I survived COVID. I've been depressed and suicidal. Here I am marching in steel-toe boots, which I got for on special. Turn your heads left and right before you cross the street, which I got on special. Second hand, which I'm auctioning for a few billion to give half to my anonymous sister to pay my debt and continue to work, which I'm doing as an independent artist, athlete, geopolitical analyst, and theorist and philosopher who loves that rock and roll 24/7. So the DRT theory, the debt refusion theory, taking all public and private debt, public and private debt, refusing it is whatever the number is going to be in the trillions. So taking all debt, and since due to the fact that the United States dollar is still the international currency of choice in international finance, global trade, world commerce, taking all that debt, Canada, of all individuals, both, the private and the public, my debt, your debt, our debt, and the public debt of Canada, Quebec, the cities, all that is going to be in the trillions, converted, do the conversion. So from Canadian dollars to US dollars, from Canadian dollars to US dollars, so from that Canadian dollar to US dollar, do the conversion. I don't know exactly what it is today, gonna have to check when I go back. What is the Canadian dollar going for? One something or 77 cents last time I checked, a few weeks ago in the summer, like July 25th or something I checked. It's like 77 cents. So when it goes up and down, of course. So of course, get it all, whatever it is, and get it all done, and get those pesos from Mexico to the conversion, United States dollars, and Haitian gourd, and Cuba, and all North American countries. We can join with the EU, Israel, whatever the case may be, and create what I call the Universal Exchange Unit. Stands for U dot U dot. Stands for Universal Exchange Unit, the UE. Exactly what the United States dollar is, and then freeze all prices for services and goods at that point in time, and then secure food, housing, and transport. Encourage people to work out, train, and exercise. Go with the sports leagues, the athletes, that's the dream. Dancing goddess in the Dragon Kingdom, and work out, train, exercise, and have hamburgers and have cheeseburgers, have some chocolates, and they enjoy and work out and hug and work out and build highways. Rebuild the highways of North America, and free kisses, free hugs, free lovics, all the lovics, on-demand services with the Dragonomic security and defense. Only gonna play defense. We're gonna only play D. Coast to coast, ocean to ocean, only play D. Coast to coast, ocean to ocean. We're only gonna play that D. We're only gonna play that D. Defense, like football. The Dragonomic defense, security, and service. Defense, security, and service. Defense, security, freedom, service for housing, transport, and build highways, rebuild our infrastructure, encourage public sanitation, and encourage people to work out, encourage people to train, encourage people to exercise and heal and unite as brothers and sisters of North America, and for world peace, It's part of the dream. The dancing goddess and the Dragon Kingdom, part of the dream. The dancing goddess and the Dragon Kingdom. The Dragon Kingdom of the people, from the people. Ask me with amnesia, who studied, read, written tens of thousands of pages of philosophy, theory, Wall Street buying, selling, trading stocks, now utilizing Hydro-Quebec, which I am utilizing as well, to do this work video, utilizing. And get my astrological brother Bill Gates. He's that Scorpio, Bill Gates. That other Scorpio, Joe Biden, is the Scorpio president of the US. This Canadian Quebecer was born twice in the past lives, and of course, Joe Biden. And of course, not only Joe Biden, but get that other Scorpio, Black Rock is Larry Fink, and others, all astrology. Well, it doesn't matter what astrology sign you are, just know the fact that all these three which I mentioned are Scorpios. Who could get that Tom Brady? He's a Leo. Like I said, it doesn't really matter. Virgo, born early December, or astrology sign, the Pope is my king, the sun supported. This was the dream. So the paradox, and I'm feeling joy now because the paradox of me suffering, struggling, having Asperger's, and studied it, learn, and blah, and marching still gonna do some push-ups, do some hugs, kisses I got. But of course, that I present the DRT theory, the debt refusion theory, the DRT to save at least North America, the world, for peace from financial catastrophe, from financial collapse. The DRT for the creation of the UE, the universal exchange unit, preferably by biometrics. That's right, the hand, the voice are unique biometric identifiers. So it could be also currency, but also digital until we get rid of the old currency, the banknotes. Because what is money fundamentally? Money is to buy, sell, futures, options, puts, no, services, goods and services. Get that bacon, get that lettuce. Thank you, farmers, food producers. God damn, love you, rock and roll for the farmers, butchers. Hey, ambulance drivers, firefighters. Big salute, big dragon, rock and roll for the firefighters and the butchers. And that. Somebody gotta love them. The firefighters and the butchers. Somebody gotta love them. Firefighters and the butchers. Best somebody gotta love them. Firefighters and the butchers. Somebody gotta love them. The ambulances and the truckers. The truckers on the road. Gotta say I win, let's go. For the butchers and the truckers and the bakers and the nurses. Got that rock and roll with Honey. Honey for the rock and roll. We trouble with no trouble. Going for the world through the mountain, yes. Gotta get that DRT, so I'm excited because my brothers and sisters, there's no other way but my DRT theory. Where we are now, December 28th. Last Thursday of 2023. There's no other way but my DRT theory, and this I say, of course, with passion and with a clear mind. My brothers and sisters, December 28, 2023, this last Thursday of 2023, I can say, with all the faults, the imperfection, small hands, small feet, but strong on these steel toes, and I got a little scar. I'm androgynous, half, you get 50, that 50. Androgynous, pansexual, Asperger's, amnesia, philosopher, geopolitical analyst, and tears, that there's no other way but my theory, the DRT, to create the UE. No other way. Where we're going with the debt and the financial situation. I know a lot in the past years during COVID there have been initiatives and solutions and trying to do this, but there's no other way where we are, which you saw, it more than doubled from 20.3 billion to 46 point whatever billion. It more than doubled, and it's got so much debt, billions and trillions. But for the 21st century, no way but my DRT theory. That's why I'm calling on all public corporations my sister citizen Freeland, my sister citizen Freeland, Chrystia Freeland, and Federal Reserve, Banco de Mexico, and all banks, institutions, the Bank of International Settlements, and all the banks to support it, public and private, to do this refusion of the debt, to implement my DRT theory, the debt refusion theory, for the creation of what I call the universal exchange unit. There's no other ways now what's happening but my DRT theory, brothers and sisters. There's no other way. There's no other way. Not the solution. And I'm saying that this is the solution because it's with solutions when we gotta focus. And like I do have aggression, but I channel it. I work out, train, exercise, and yes, I scrubbed my toilet bowl of shit this morning. I got shitted on the shitter. On the toilet bowl, I scrubbed it and I rub it. And I get dirty, but I get back clean. Got 7 seconds, I'm not gonna rush in. I'm not gonna rush. Gotta do a football drill. We're at the top of the mountain, we're at the base of the mountain. And we're gonna go drill it even further, but nonetheless, there's no way around the DRT, what's happening now financially, but the DRT theory. There's no other way. as I am here at the base of the mountain and hoping to build some supercomputers, because in the parallel life I build supercomputers, satellites, and ICBM rockets, microchips, 3G, 4G, 7.6 and 7G now in the future. But here I can vision to build, and close by this mountain, to build more supercomputers, build computers integrated NORAD, public-private partnership with the Dragon Army and the Dancing Goddess Army, and of course the base on the island of Montreal for building more supercomputers, integrated defense, surveillance, public and public works, and all part of the Dragon Army, public-private partnership initiatives. Support the dream of this rainbow dragon, we go rock and roll. And we're at the base of the mountain. See the base of the mountain, beautiful rock. We went from that small rock to a bigger rock now. We're gonna go on down Mount Royal and we're gonna go work out because it's gonna be a little bit of drizzle. A little bit of drizzle got that stop. And my brothers and sisters, there's no other way but my DRT theory right now where we are. And gonna have to be a little bit of patient. Well, it's got a little bit of water on it, so I don't wanna, this is my work tool, so I'm gonna have to take care because I'm gonna have to do 156, 333, 418, 718 more videos. My work tool here now, going all the way to the top of the mountain by the side, and we're gonna enter by the side, and I gotta give a shout out to the public workers, you know, who build these. Is the public works and the maintenance. You got put a little bit of dirt on them, a little bit of salt, and we got the public works, and I see the public works, the machine there. Hey, thank you, picking up the garbage. And public workers of the city, gotta give it a little bit of a good loving, and we gotta go get drills, man. We gotta go get drills, and we gotta go get that work, man. Work, overtime every time. See, we got work. Thinking of the public workers. Look at these stairs. Who want to finance? I go up and down these stairs 300 times. 300 times I go up and down these stairs 300 times. 300 times up and down. For a cause of your choosing, for North American Union. For the public workers, for the farmers, the butchers, the nurses. I go up and down 300 times with rock and roll. It's going to be a hell of a feature. Blah, blah. We're going to switch to that French in a minute. But first I'm going to finish. Brothers and sisters, I say to you today that there's no other way around what's happening now financially with the debt and the servicing of the debt. That is the interest, because debt is not bad itself, but it is the interest that can suck a lot of wealth. The interest can suck a lot of wealth. So no other way but the DRT, the debt refusion theory for the creation of the UE, the debt refusion theory for the creation of the UE, the universal exchange unit, and preferably by biometrics, or it can be in any other way, but that's that DRT. So I would love to see a little bit of color on that. It would be a little bit of color, and could build servers, and Bill Gates, Mark, Elon Musk created there, and I do it a little bit of that, and do it a little bit of that DRT integrated theory, man, for the creation of the UE. I like that. See, public works, they put a little bit of stop there, and now it's giving where to go, and where to go, east, west, north, south, if you want to go on the mountain. And here I am on the mountain, on these steel toes, grateful, thankful. Rents paid, electricity bills paid, made it to the mountain again, third way in a row. Is the sun gonna shine? Maybe we're gonna get a little bit of that sun, maybe we're gonna get a little bit of rain. It's supposed to snow, actually. It's supposed to be minus that 7, but it's close to 3 degrees. It's a little bit of drizzle, so we're gonna drive it in where we know we're protected in the shelter there, in the house, and we're gonna switch to that French. But again, let's see, grateful as I made it in these steel toes, and grateful, thankful as I made it to the end, steel toes, and as I am grateful for my rent paid, electricity bills paid, got food and coffee, and of course, grateful for today, carpe diem every day since I died of COVID, February 2020. As I go all the way, drill it all the way, and DRT, debt refusion theory, which includes the currency monetary integration. So just like they did with the European Union, but my currency, the UE, universal exchange, to be preferably what the dollar is. US dollar freeze prices in time, point in time ASAP, that will fight the inflation, and of course create the universal exchange unit by the DRT. So the DRT theory includes, of course. So that's what it is, you know. And we're gonna rock and roll a drill. And we're gonna go all the way to the mountain, and hey, they still skating. They're skating. Hey, that's good. Salute. I see people skating, and I see people working out here on the mountain, and we're gonna do some special drills all the way to the top. And I like this. This is public works, we put it there. Requires a little bit of doing in the public works. You may all stand, and requires a little bit of translation, but hey, we're gonna go through that forest, and we're gonna go drill it up, because it's got that, I think it kind of stopped, but I still gotta be careful because I don't wanna ruin my work tool, in theory, right? So better go in where the shelter is and finish my workout there. But now we're gonna switch to that French. So again, my brothers and sisters, laying the foundation on this mountain and roundabout the island for North American Union, Democratic Republic, this pro-labor and love, universal revolutionary centrist, universal revolutionary centrism, best for the 21st century, public-private partnership, support the dream, which is fundamentally a call for a public and a private partnership. The dancing goddess and the dragon kingdom, the dancing goddess are one, North Americans unite. Support the creation of the UE via the DRT. Coast to coast defense, security only, we're gonna play only defense. Dragon Army, North America, freedom here, no one outside. East to the west. All my Mexican brothers and sisters, and all North Americans for world peace as well, blah blah. We need to build massive infrastructures, coming bridges, and lots of work here in North America. Starts with me now in these steel-toe boots, encouraging you all to work out, train, exercise, and sending a little memo reminder that your fitness journey begins, commences. Now today, another success, another victory. Make love, LOVE. Support the DRT, make love, LOVE. Support the DRT, make love, LOVE. Support the DRT. And it's got a little bit of breeze, so I think I kind of want to go to the top and back and see how it goes, and see if I can get that second half. Okay, let's go to the top. So we made a compromise. Let's go to the top, then come back and finish the workout there, because I think it's clearing. The sky looks like it's gonna clear, so I think we're gonna be good. But just want to see, because I don't want too much water on my work tool, this laptop. So I don't want to have too much water on this laptop here as I go. See, it's muddy. And support that DRT. We're gonna go all the way to the top, and gotta give a little bit of rock and roll on the mountain. A little rock and roll on the mountain for the butchers and the bakers, and those nurses and the doctors and those truckers on the road. We gotta say that hello. And the cooks, what they cooking? Some bread and some bacon, that's what I said. For the eggs and for the omelets, for the cheese and for the bread. For the construction workers up those cranes, they building here we lane. And another lane, another highway, gonna sip up in the highway. Gonna sing up in the road, gonna sing up in the blow. For the wind up in the trains, and the train conductor train, and the firefighters on the lanes, those ambulances and those nurses, and those serving up some cooking, cleaning workers, scrubbing and rubbing. I said, cleaning workers, scrubbing and rubbing, cleaning workers, scrubbing and rubbing. Rub it for the song, rub it for the wild as they're gone up in the wind. See the crow, they cheering on. Let's go out up in that English sound, up in that sound bites. Gotta get a snake bite for the melody up in the right. And the truckers on the road all the way from Mexico, coming to drop some avocados, coming to drop some some little cheese, and vice versa on the road. They up in the show. And the IT workers coming up with another code. Support the DRT and the cleaning and the nurses. Giving a little bit of doctors. And what they doing teaching up that alphabet. In the daycares changing diapers. In the daycares changing diapers. Hey, in the daycares changing diapers. Singing another song to the children, that's the one. For the sun is shining bright, and up in the right. Aye, let's go up in the mountain top. Up in the steel toe boots, we roll up in the steel in the mud. See the mud, and see the cooks. Cooks for the breakfast in the fast food, they be working up the loops, the marching for the artists and the starving athletes. Hey, give some charity, I say Wall Street. Hey, give some charity, I say Wall Street. Give some charity, I say Wall Street. Where the dragon army, blah, blah, blah. Oh, it is some hugs and hugs. Hugs I got with tickles lots. Kisses that got trillions on the block. Kisses I got trillions on the block. Look at rock and roll the spark. Look at rock and roll the spark. Somebody had left their gloves. Gotta give it to the items. Lost and found, that's what I told them. Lost and found, that's what I told them. Lost and found, that's what I told them. Sometimes I gotta get that lost. And the flora and the fauna, that's the plantation goes, that's that French. That's the plantation goes, that's that French. That's the plantation goes on the rocks, and that's that French. We're la belle province, be patient. We're gonna switch it like Celine. We're gonna switch it to the French. Watch it for the mud, for the rocks up in the slippery, and the singing, sing a melody with some passion. Goddess, 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 where the kisses with the trees be here on the nature, please. Nature and the flora, civilization, got the skyscraper satellites. Gotta get that Elon Musk, Dragon Army push-ups. Gotta get that Elon Musk, Dragon Army, get some push-ups. Gotta get that Elon Musk, Dragon Army, get some push-ups. And this is the best song you ever heard it, ever played it, as the freestyle. Freestyle for the lovers, freestyle for the butchers on the road, for the kids hop in the show. For another melody we go, for another thing we show. Go on, go up in the clean, go up in the clean the roads, go up in the clean they roads, go up in the clean they sold, go up in the clean they told. Up in the clean, up in the road. Up in the spleen, up in the butchers, up in the spleen, up in the looks, up in the ring they flinging books. Ain't no singing but the dancing, ain't no singing for the lovers. Now we're gonna sing a rock and roll song. We're gonna keep on singing for the rock and roll, and let's sing on singing before we go. Ready for another rock and roll. Wanted to stay on the side, and since they were children, I didn't want to scare them off. Lil Wayne, stop scaring the children. Lil Wayne, stop scaring the children. Lil Wayne. Let's hug and do some rap for the farmers together anyways. Ready for another rock and roll. Rock and roll on the road. We rock and roll up in the road. Up in the road. We rock and roll. We rock and roll up in the love. Rock and roll up in the road. Road. And the butchers here we told. Gotta scream up in the row. Gotta fleen up in the bow. Got another bow. Hey, I ain't singing for the melody. Got that do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si. Gotta sing up in the cheer. Gotta cheer with a spear. I said, gotta cheer with a spear. Gotta flute up in the bear. Gotta flute up in the lair. Gotta look up in the bear. Where's the bear? There's no bears here, maybe. Let's go a little bit of rock and roll. For the farmers and the butchers and the bakers and the cooks. Cooking up some bacon. Where the cooks up in the farmers. Oh, the potatoes for the courges. For the squashes. Squashes, those singing up this melody. For the watches, and we going up in the steel toes, and we singing up some more. Gotta singing up in the road, gotta fling up in the toes. Gotta fling up in the toes, gotta sing up in let's go. Gotta rock and roll we go, gotta flip up in the toes. Up in the toes, up in the trees, up in the spleen. We're gonna hear some rock and roll machines. Our machines and the humans the machines. Gotta screams, gotta sing up in the melody we dream. Gotta sing up in the melody that's we dream. Freestyle rock and roll from the dragon on the road. Freestyle rock and roll for the dragon on the road. Children laughing, children enjoying, that's what I love. Children laughing, children enjoying, that's what I be loving. For the road up in the loving. Another song of rock and roll. Another song of rock and roll. One up in the road. What up in the show? What up in the rock and roll? One up in the road. Is the law of that telema. I've been singing for that. A dare, fools, and you know it. For that 93, up in the melody, up in the sea. Up in the road. Another rock and roll song. We're gonna sing it, and the whole world is not gonna hear it. For the road, up in the soul. For the road, up in the go. Good for you working out, man. We work out overtime every time. Forty-two lyrics, 42 songs. We're gonna switch it to that French. Wait a minute until we go up. On est sur le mont Royal, bienvenue. Une autre marche de votre dragon arc-en-ciel. Soutenez la théorie de la réfusion de la dette parce qu'il n'y a pas d'autre solution. Qu'est-ce qui se passe, mes chers? En premièrement, et avant tout, la gratitude. La gratitude. Pour que mon loyer paye, j'ai payé mon loyer, puis j'ai payé ma facture d'électricité, puis j'ai du café, puis du thé. Et c'est la marche déjà que je viens de faire. Une marche plus que les généraux du monde libre de l'OTAN. Votre dragon arc-en-ciel, l'Arspi, que l'Asperger, puis artiste. Artiste Aspi. Asperger's, mais... On va commencer par une chanson, peut-être. We're gonna switch a little bit of that French. We're gonna have to go drill it on the side there, see? They close the road, so I'll have to drill it right here. Et les enfants sont joyeux, ben, je suis joyeux. Faut l'entraînement physique, je vous encourage. Petite note, un petit souvenir, mais que je commence. On va vous dire que l'entraînement physique, ça commence dès aujourd'hui. Et je vois toujours comme ça. Mon conditionnement physique commence dès aujourd'hui. Et ça, j'apprécie. Ça, c'est du travail qu'ils ont fait sur le Mont-Royal. Ça va faire de l'eau qui va couler. Ça va faire un beau style de printemps. Ça va être beau, ça. Ça va être beau. Et voilà, je suis ici. On est rendu sur le Mont-Royal. Dans la belle province. Bienvenue, on chante une chanson pour... On va commencer par les enseignants en grève. Les enseignants sont en grève et ils demandent une meilleure offre à sa table. Pour le service public, regarde la République du dragon en Amérique. Le Sénat, ben oui, pas besoin d'un sacrifice. Regarde que ça chante, puis ça danse, puis ça balance, pour que ça fasse de gauche à droite, pour la belle province, pour la renaissance de Montréal, Mont-Royal, que ça fasse du bon rock'n'roll. Rock'n'roll, ça, les fermiers, la sécurité alimentaire commence dans les fermes, merci pour les courses, les travailleurs en construction à botte de cap d'acier construisent. Pas besoin de bécherelle, je conjugue pour l'amour, pas besoin de bécherelle. Je conjugue pour l'amour, pas besoin d'un bécherelle. Je conjugue pour l'amour, pas besoin d'une bécherelle. Je conjugue pour l'amour, puis le travail public que ça fasse. Ah, les ambulances, ambulanciers, puis on salue les pompiers. Pour une chante, pour la danse, pour la belle province, regarde, a fait une autre chanson, vivre la renaissance, la belle province, danse avec la déesse, la prêtresse. Pour même ceux qui sont en difficulté, regarde, une renaissance, regarde, pour ça fasse l'amour. S'asseoir, sinon s'asseoir, regarde le soleil, mon pape, brille, le premier ministre, une autre offre sa table, une autre offre sa table. On chante, on regarde une chanson pour... On va commencer à chanter notre chanson, puis on va faire un petit peu de rock'n'roll en français puis en anglais. On va chanter encore... Et encore, fait l'entraînement physique. Je vous encourage de faire l'entraînement physique, mais j'aime ça, je garde ça en mouvement. Comme vous voyez, on bouge un peu. C'est combien? Puis je vais juste nettoyer un peu, là. Juste nettoyer un peu. Ici, là. Une chanson sur le Mont-Royal. Ah, des bottes de cap d'acier pour les infirmières, les pompiers, les fermiers. Sur la table des négociations, les travailleurs et travailleuses sont en grève. Ah ouais, à la danse, mon premier ministre. Une partenariat public-privé, ça danse, regardez. Pas de soleil, c'est gris, mais après la tempête, il paraît que l'arc-en-ciel va sortir. Regarde, je vous invite à la danse. À la danse, le dragon arc-en-ciel avec du rock'n'roll, je vous chante. Pas besoin de bécherelle, je conjugue pour l'amour. Conjuguer, j'aime. Sans gêne. Hey, jusqu'aux îles de la Madeleine. Puis les travailleurs en construction, des bottes de cap d'acier qui construisent avec des pompes, les égouts, le partenariat public du privé. Puis ça avance, regardez, la poésie, un poème, de l'amour dans les airs, renaissance de l'Amérique, du nord de côte à côte, et dragon en arc-en-ciel. Faut que ça fasse, faut que ça danse pour la déesse, la renaissance, et pour ceux et toutes, de l'est à l'ouest, du nord au sud, la renaissance avec la danse de la belle province, les mains dans les airs. Et on est l'hiver, mais la déesse chante, regarde, prêtresse, s'assoit, une autre s'asseoir, et faire de la cuisine sans gêne, une saucisse, puis du vin, puis du miel, puis ça réchauffe, puis ça donne. Ah ouais, pour la reconstruction, puis tout, les égouts, puis les nids de poules, les égouts, puis les nids de poules, les égouts, puis les nids de poules, c'est le nouvel an bientôt. Regarde, un autre lion, que ça fasse, voyons donc. Pas besoin d'un accordion. Un accordion en accord, voyons donc. Que ça fasse, je sais pas comment conjuguer, c'est pas grave, la comédie. Let me hear you some rock and roll with it for the farmers and the butchers and the truckers and the bakers and the nurses. With some rap with it, with some rock and roll for the cooks, for the cleaning workers, public-private partnership. Yeah, these steel toes gotta kiss it. Somebody kiss it for the melody, for the butchers and the bakers and the nurses and the doctors, and those firefighters in the truckers' ambulances. On the drivers, North America United. That's the French and English on the belle province. Gotta see another wine tree, gotta see unwind. See, gotta get that kiss, gotta get those steps. Nobody dances like the priestess, you know, goddess. Blessed with us and the Pope. North Americans United. For the rock and roll we sing it, for the red we bleed it, for the green we see it, for the black and white we see it, for the war we stay we see it. Put your hands up in the air, see the rainbow scream it. See the rainbow demon, see the rainbow feel it, see the rainbow kiss it. See the archangel's lip it, see the archangel's zip it. See another priestess on the goddess horse, the goddess horse, the goddess horse. That's we set up in the blessed, that we set up in the rest, for the rebirth of this North America we stress. Build more satellites in USA, yeah? Canada unite, yep, North America satellites, yep, gotta give another light, rock and roll up, screamer, right, you already had your time, you're already full and 8 million is give some charity, for the bakers and the bakers in the bakery, gotta scream it for the firefighters and the butchers and the nurses, those the doctors, those teachers, those the workers, and the public-private partnership, we got it. Ain't all about the money, we're the loving up and see it. Artists up in demons, up and screaming this. Do some push-ups and some hugs, fitness journey starts with love. Do some push-ups and some hugs, fitness journey starts with love. Do some push-ups and some hugs, that fitness journey starts with love. Hey, that was a good rock and roll. Ça, c'était du bon rock and roll. On va continuer encore un peu, puis faire du rock and roll, puis on va monter. We're gonna go up on that rock and roll, man. And, on fait du rock and roll 24 sur 24. Encore une fois, la gratitude. Ce jour la gratitude. Ce jour du 28 décembre, que j'ai payé mon loyer, j'ai payé ma facture d'électricité, et j'ai du café, puis du thé, puis de la nourriture chez nous. Et la belle promesse, pour que ça danse, pour que ça fasse, pour la renaissance d'aujourd'hui, puis pas pour demain. Attendez pas que je dise, s'il vous plaît, je vous invite à la danse, puis sur le Mont-Royal, puis je vous encourage à faire l'entraînement physique. Bon, regarde, on va discuter un peu de l'entraînement physique. Comment ça peut commencer dès aujourd'hui? On y va! On sort du tunnel vers la lumière. Ah, c'est pas d'acier, cap d'acier, il faut nettoyer, s'il vous plaît, ici. Ne laissez pas des déchets, des choses qui peuvent endommager la flore et la faune. Car ici, c'est comme ma deuxième maison sur le Mont-Royal où j'adore venir. Puis l'air, il est frais, donc je peux me nettoyer, puis je fais de la comédie. Je suis un 7e comédien, artiste, athlète. Gratitude! J'ai payé mon loyer, j'ai payé ma facture d'électricité, puis j'ai du café, du thé, puis la nourriture. J'ai des tomates! Et je vais manger simple avec du pain. Puis peut-être il me reste de la dinde. Merci ma soeur anonyme, la meilleure femme que je connais. Si je fais 1 million, je donne la moitié qui te mérite d'être 7 fois. Le chiffre 7 qui vient après 6 mérite d'être 7 fois plus riche qu'Oprah 7 fois. Et toutes les 7 Kardashian. La famille de Kardashian, les Kardashians, 7 fois. Oh, regardez. Il est bon en noir et blanc, avec du rouge sa tête. Je vais pas le déranger, mais regarde sa fête. He's going, don't wanna bother. That's the beast that I love it. See, that's why we gotta save flora and fauna. C'est pour ça qu'il faut pas laisser la flore, il faut pas... On préserve, on fait la préservation. I got it. And I got a friend, is black and white, with some red, my favorite color. And it's chipping. As you can see, the pleasure, I don't want to bother. I'm on the mountain already, my fitness journey, he's on fitness. And I love it, look how beauty, black and white with some red on the tree. And now I said, that's why don't pollute when you come to the Mount Royal, because we got a lot of flora, we got rabbits. And we got this woodpecker, see, it's got that red head. It's got a red head. Look at that beauty. I'm going to just go around it and sing. I'm going to sing for the woodpecker, 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 woodpecker. What you working on? Gotta do another dance and another freestyle lines. Gonna do another trance for the woodpecker. Gonna do another song for the woodpecker. Black and white with the red, my favorite color. Let's get it for the woodpecker. Nature got away. And the flora and the fauna. I'm not gonna hurt you cause I love you. Et la flore et la faune. regarde comment ça monte en haut. Et comment qui est beau, s'en va sur l'autre, et parti, bonjour. Elle dit, ben là, tu me déranges, fait que je suis parti en haut, mon dragon en arc-en-ciel. Hey, je t'aime, envoie des bisous, c'est pour ça que je fais le nettoyage du Montréal pour la flore et pour la faune. S'il vous plaît, ne laissez pas des déchets quand vous venez ici, mettez ça dans les vidanges, parce qu'on a les travailleurs publics qui s'en occupent. Merci et bonjour, vive l'Amérique du Nord pour la renaissance de la belle province, for the rebirth of the belle province and the collective North American civilization on these steel toes. Wearing some of that red scarf. We're going all the way to the top. We're at the back of the Belvedere. On est en arrière du Belvedere. Encourage you all to work out, train, exercise, and do some push-ups, and do some fitness, and do some workout and some fitness, et faire de l'entraînement physique que je vous encourage. I encourage you to work out. I encourage you to train. I encourage you to work out, train, and exercise as we made it to the top. Please do not pollute. S'il vous plaît, ne polluez pas. Vous voyez, on est rendu. Et on va se rendre jusqu'en haut. We're gonna get it all the way to the top. Au sommet qu'on est déjà. And there we are. Oh, Montreal, 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 Montreal. There we go. Out of the back of the Belvedere. People coming, glad to see people coming here, and this is my favorite spot, and I always love coming here and working out, training, and exercising, and we're gonna go around about it, and we're gonna go all the way to the top, and we are at the top, I meant. We came all the way, and we're gonna go some more extra miles and extra kilometers while we're here. On va faire d'autres entraînements physiques quand on est ici, puis on va bien sûr continuer à s'entraîner, puis je veux dire ma gratitude, ben, mon loyer est payé, ma facture d'électricité est payée, puis j'ai du café puis du thé, my rent's paid, my electricity bill's paid, and I got coffee and tea, and of course we work out, train, exercise, and I work out, train, exercise, and I encourage you to work out, train, exercise. As you can see the full video. You can see the full video on my YouTube channel, full 3-hour march. Vous pouvez voir tout l'entraînement physique de 3 heures sur ma chaîne YouTube, and here it is, so beautiful. People came, and always glad, I'm grateful for that. That's for the new information there. Chalet de Belvedere, I put it on the Chalet du Montréal. That's the chalet. Ça c'est le chalet, bien sûr. It needs a little bit of a translation, but that is where it's at, and lots of people came and they got that drone, and look at that, beautiful, so beautiful here, although it's a bit windy, but it's a bit windy, mouille un peu, mais c'est quand même un peu, it's a little bit windy, but you gotta get that drill, you know, you gotta get that drill, and you gotta get that love, you know, gotta get this by love, and I see people hugging. I'm always helpful, always joyous when I see people hugging, and give yourselves a hug with consent. Donnez-vous un câlin avec consolement. Puis grateful, thankful that my rent's paid, electricity bill's paid, got food, la gratitude que mon loyer est payé, ma facture d'électricité est payée, puis j'ai du café, puis du thé. Donc, rock and roll, that's my favorite scraper, c'est mon préféré là-bas. Mon préféré, c'est du gratte-ciel. Let's go. We're gonna go 3 times overtime. See, that's that crane, man. I love those cranes, see? Takes those cranes. That's that crane. That's that crane, man. Ça, c'est la grue. That's good. Always love a little bit of rock and roll, and we gotta stay in motion, you know. I want to take a picture of that crane, but anyways, maybe I'm just gonna take a picture of this in the back here, like that. The back. I can take it all, maybe. Yeah, took a picture of the side, and just gonna take some more pictures, and actually from here, see if I could get a picture from here. Let me see what I can get, you know. Quelle photo que je peux prendre? Si je peux prendre d'autres photos, if I can take a little bit more pictures and get a little bit of more pictures right here from the top, you know, there of the Belvedere. Take a butt. Stand out fast. That was fun. Little pit stop at Chemin. Let's go. Overtime every time. En temps supplémentaire. Supplemental. Ah, that feels good. Hey, squirrel. You look well. You got plenty. Nature provides it. Don't worry. I got food at home. I'm not gonna eat you. Je vais pas te manger. J'ai la nourriture chez nous. Si j'aurais pas, ben peut-être. Drill, man. Let's drill. A little bit of snow left. Un peu de neige qui reste. Donc, on continue la marche. Ça en fait du bien voir du monde de bonne humeur, puis en train de rire. People laughing and getting on that drill, you know. And getting on that love, man. I saw couples holding hands, and that's what I like. J'ai vu du monde se tenir par la main, fait que ça m'a donné du bonne humeur, puis ça me rend de la joie de voir du monde qui s'aime, puis qui fasse un effort, qui viennent. Parce qu'ici, c'est comme ma deuxième maison, fait que je suis chez nous ici. Hein. Je chante du rock'n'roll, artiste, athlète, philosophe, qui n'est pas parfait loin de là, hein. Centriste, androgyne, pansexuel, gay, pansexuel, androgyne, gay, androgyne, pansexuel, en date, 24/7 rock'n'roll, sur rock'n'roll pour les enseignants et enseignantes, les travailleurs de la belle province dans les fermes de les courges, pour les patates, les navets, puis les cerises, puis les produits alimentaires. On a même du vin, puis les Hydro-Québec, je vous oublie jamais. Les travailleurs des années 40, 50, 60, avec et pour la gratitude. 24/24, la civilisation, c'est un privilège, mes chers citoyens, concitoyens. Je vous encourage à faire l'entraînement physique et à soutenir mon rêve qui se manifeste pour un partenariat public-privé pour la renaissance, la régénération de ma famille. On est des fois dysfonctionnels, les Québécois et Québécoises, hein? On est des fois dysfonctionnels. Et moi-même, j'en ai l'agression, mes chers. Moi aussi, je l'avoue, j'en ai l'agression, mais je m'entraîne. Je fais de l'exercice physique. Je m'entraîne pour ne pas faire mal à personne. Je m'entraîne, je fais de l'exercice physique. Je m'entraîne, puis je fais de l'exercice physique. Pour ne pas faire mal à personne. Je m'entraîne, je fais de l'exercice physique. Puis, comme je le dis, vous pouvez dire n'importe quoi, plein de choses. De toute manière, j'aime ça, le sadomasochisme. Je suis androgyne et pansexuel qui aime le sadomasochisme. Où j'arrête la ligue, c'est si vous faites des menaces, puis moi, ça, là, je combats mes propres combats, mes propres luttes. Je les combats moi-même, mes propres luttes, mes propres combats. Donc, vous allez me faire challenger, mais en premier, Tyson Fury, Donald Trump. Puis après ça, mettez-vous en ligne pour... Vous pouvez faire le saut. Et voilà, on est sur ces bottes de cap d'acier dans la forêt, on y va. Et il fait un peu gris, mais de la gratitude parce que vous savez, je suis 4 saisons. Puis ici, c'est comme ma deuxième maison, c'est comme chez nous. Je la connais la montagne, puis je suis en bonne discussion avec la montagne, puis j'appelle le premier ministre, puis tous à soutenir mon rêve qui se manifeste comme le royaume de la déesse et du dragon qui danse pour un partenariat public-privé. Puis c'est à bout de cap d'acier, à gros pas de marche, j'ai déjà mis plus de pas de marche. C'est bout de cap d'acier que les généraux de l'OTAN. L'OTAN, ça veut dire l'OTAN. De l'organisation transatlantique du Nord. Et voilà, on est rendu où avec votre aide, j'ai vu que vous me soutenez. Hein? Bâtir, construire le temple de la déesse oubliée ici vis-à-vis cet étage en arc-en-ciel. Ici, à cet étage, le temple de la déesse oubliée vis-à-vis la maison du dragon. Ici, avec votre aide, soutien pour un partenariat public-privé, soutenez la construction du temple de la déesse oubliée avec la maison du dragon ici. J'ai juste besoin de 3 chambres. Une chambre à coucher, une salle de bain. Une chambre à coucher, une salle de bain, une chambre à dormir. Pour la cuisine, puis pour faire de la cuisine, puis pour dormir, puis pour l'entraînement physique. Une pyramide dans 3 chambres. Ici, j'ai besoin d'écarlate, rouge, écarlate. L'écarlate, ben c'est rouge, c'est la couleur rouge, hein? L'écarlate, là. Fait que, ici, donc, ici, vis-à-vis, face à face, là-bas. Direct là, l'autre bord, la maison du dragon, qui va symboliser la renaissance de la belle province pour le collectif de Civilisation américain. Une nouvelle alliance de partenariat public-privé. Ah oui, mon oncle, avec lequel je suis 50-50, des fois 70, 80, 30, puis des fois 90, 10, puis pour la renaissance du rock'n'roll. Et face à face ici, bien sûr, construire le temple de la déesse, oublié à cet étage en arc-en-ciel pour des lectures de tarot, puis l'astrologie, puis la célébration. La célébration des saisons, la célébration des saisons, la célébration des saisons. Ici, le temple de la déesse, oublié avec de la danse, de la danse, de la danse, ici. Ici, le temple de la déesse oubliée, en arc-en-ciel à cet étage, pas de nom, millions de noms, pour des activités comme la danse, la célébration des fermes, des natures, de la nature de la faune, l'interprétation des rêves, oui, l'interprétation des rêves, je m'en fais un peu de l'interprétation des rêves, puis des choses plus spirituelles de la nature ici, puis bien sûr des arts, puis de la danse, et vis-à-vis la maison du dragon, soutenez pour le partenariat public-privé qui se manifeste comme le royaume de la déesse et du dragon qui danse. Soutenez, s'il vous plaît, ici, le temple de la déesse oubliée ici vis-à-vis la maison du dragon. Support right here. The building of the forgotten goddess right here where these rocks are face to face right there with the house of the dragon. All I need is a simple austere severe pyramid, 3 rooms, a sleeping quarters, a kitchen and a bathtub, 3 rooms, scarlet in pyramid shape. And here the Forgotten Goddess Temple, 7 stories high in a circular-like tower, T-O-W-E-R, tower. But to have activities such as interpretation of dreams, astrology, all things of civilization and nature, flora, and the celebration of seasons, that is the equinox, sunrise, sunset, sunrise, and of course to be face-to-face, right there, see? House of the Dragon with the Forgotten Goddess Temple, to be right here. Made but yours truly support to symbolize the public-private partnership for world peace and the collective North American civilization. The House of the Dragon, simple, austere, severe pyramid right there in a scarlet is a shade of red, vivid red scarlet. House of the Dragon with the rainbow, lots of green shades of green here where these rocks are, the Forgotten Goddess Temple with the rocks. And, of course, the House of the Dragon right there, calling all to support the public-private partnership. And the formation of the creation of the House of the Dragon face-to-face with the Forgotten Goddess Temple. Supported the initiative, support the dream. The dancing goddess in the Dragon Kingdom dream right here. On this mountain, yours truly laying the foundations first and foremost with trillions of kisses as we go rock and roll. We're gonna go overtime every time, and we're gonna drill it. And let's go back. We're gonna go now. We're gonna get out, and we're gonna get out of here, and we're gonna keep on marching. On va continuer la marche bilingual from now on, rock and roll freestyle. You know, double overtime every time, and marching already marched more than those generals of NATO combined now on this day already in these steel-toe boots. And of course, you know that I am far from my place now. So I'm gonna take a few more hours. We're gonna go to the base and come back roundabout by the cross and come back by the side. That's what we're gonna do, and then maybe just do a little workout with the rocks. But I want to see how long it will take me to go exactly to the corner and exactly to go back and come back by and via the cross. I'm gonna see. I'm just wondering how long it will take me in this type of march. So again, encouraging you all to work out, train, exercise. Working out, training, and exercising has been, is, and will continue to be my medicine and therapy of choice. And gotta meditate, and civilization is a privilege. And I'm thinking, of course, about the farmers now, the truckers, the butchers, the doctors, the grocery store clerks, all the cleaning workers, all those who clean now. You know, they get that cleaner in the public to pick up the garbage. picked up the compost. I put on the compost. My compost is out. That's good for the environment. But somebody comes in those trucks. We need new trucks, 21st century. Dragon Army Initiative, hand in hand with the Dancing Goddess Army, blah, blah. We need new trucks. New trucks for the public-private partnership, right? It's DRT. DRT no way around financially now, but my DRT theory. Il n'y a pas d'autre solution, mes chers, que ma théorie de la réfusion de la dette pour la création de l'unité d'échange universelle, comme je vous ai montré. Je vais en parler maintenant un peu. Ben c'est pour rendu que pour payer la dette publique, c'est plus que le double que ça a été il y a 3 ans. En 2020, 2021, c'était 20,3. Puis là, c'est rendu 20,46. Ça a plus que doublé. Je vais en parler un peu maintenant, vu que je suis sur le sujet en français, la théorie de la réfusion de la dette. Puis je vais faire encore du rock&roll. Donc, il est 2h37. Qu'est-ce que c'est la théorie de la réfusion de la dette? Je vais en parler tout de suite en français, comme ça je vais pas oublier, pour pas que j'oublie, mais je vais en parler tout de suite. Tout de suite. On va en parler tout de suite. Je vais juste voir quelque chose. Et voilà, juste voir un petit quelque chose ici. Bon, pack. Tac, puis tac. Ok, c'est bon. On est 2 items. On va en faire un. Et voilà. Donc, il n'y a pas d'autre solution. Je vais vous montrer. Fait que ça, c'est la dette. Ça, c'est les charges de la dette. Et voilà. Fait que ça, c'est qu'est-ce qui se passe pour payer. Ça, c'est l'intérêt. Puis ça, c'est des chiffres officiels. Donc, en 2020 et 2021, comme vous pouvez voir, constater pour vous-même, c'était 20,3 milliards. 20,3 milliards. Milliards, c'est 1000 millions. En 2020, puis 2021. Vous voyez? 3 ans plus tard, 2023-2024, c'était 46,5. Fait que si ça aurait été le double, là, le 20,3, ça aurait été 40,6. 40,6, ouais. Fait que c'est 46,5. Ça, c'est juste l'intérêt pour servir la dette, là. C'est juste l'intérêt, c'est pas toute la dette totale. Ça, c'est la dette du Canada publique. Ça, c'est notre dette commune, publique, de tous les citoyens canadiens. Fait que, regarde comment c'était. 20,3 milliards, ça a plus que doublé à 46. 46, vous voyez? Regardez ça attentivement. Fait que là, il n'y a pas d'autre solution que la théorie de la réfusion de la dette, mes chers. Fait que j'en parlais un peu. Donc, la théorie de la réfusion de la dette, que je vous présente à la table comme mon cadeau encore. C'est un paradoxe, hein, parce qu'avoir l'Asperger's, j'ai des obsessions comme bien des Asperger's. Puis des fois, il n'y a même pas un citoyen sur 300 qui a l'Asperger's. Hein. Des fois, c'est bien plus. Hein. Bien moins, parce que c'est 0,44% en 2020 de citoyens à travers le monde qui ont l'Asperger's, comme moi-même. Puis j'ai des obsessions, puis une des obsessions, c'est les études de civilisation. Puis bien sûr, dans la civilisation comme la nôtre, le Collectif de Civilisation nord-américain, ça inclut la dette publique, puis tout ça. J'avais fait des études, puis j'avais fait une théorie dans un couple d'années, puis je l'avais écrit. Puis donc, je vous présente la théorie de la réfusion de la dette. Donc, la théorie de la réfusion de la dette, c'est prendre toute la dette publique, privée, donc toute la dette, ma dette en tant que citoyen, c'est 10 500. 10 500. 10 500. C'est ça ma dette. Ma dette de 10 500, ça a été 10 500. Ma dette, votre dette, notre dette, à moi, à toi, à nous, citoyens indépendants, citoyens privés, si on veut dire, avec la dette publique. Donc, ma théorie de la réfusion de la dette, TRD, la théorie de la réfusion de la dette, ça inclut bien sûr ma théorie, la théorie de la réfusion de la dette, ça inclut bien sûr la théorie de l'intégration monétaire. La théorie d'intégration monétaire. Fait que la TRD, théorie de la réfusion de la dette, la TRD, ça inclut la théorie de la fusion des mots. Théorie de la fusion de qu'est-ce qu'on appelle en finance l'intégration monétaire. Elle commence à mouiller, je pense. Ouais. Commence à mouiller, je pense. Ou c'était une goutte d'en haut, je sais pas. Anyways, ouais, peut-être. Je sais pas sûr, mais c'est possible. Des fois, je regarde parce qu'il y a des éperviers qui sont là, puis je regarde par en haut, puis il faut faire attention aussi parce que des fois, ça craque, là. Tu sais, ça peut craquer comme pack. L'arbre, ça peut craquer, puis ça peut tomber aussi. Fait qu'il faut faire attention si vous venez dans la forêt, puis ne gardez pas le chemin principal qui est là. Bon, en tout cas, la théorie de la refusion de la dette. Donc, la théorie de la refusion de la dette, ça inclut la théorie de la fusion démocratique. Donc, la fusion démocratique, la théorie, je veux dire, correction, la théorie de la refusion de la dette, ça inclut la théorie de l'intégration monétaire. L'intégration monétaire, c'est exactement ce qu'ils ont fait en Europe. Donc, les Allemands, ils ont enlevé la Deutschmark, puis ont fait à la place l'euro. Les Français ont enlevé le franc, ils ont fait l'euro, ils ont changé par l'euro. Les Italiens, ils ont enlevé la lire, puis ils ont mis l'euro. Donc, ma théorie de la refusion de la dette, ça inclut la théorie d'intégration monétaire. Right? D'intégration monétaire. Fait que cette théorie-là, c'est prendre toute la dette publique-privée. Donc, ma dette à moi-même, public-privé, notre dette, votre dette, puis la dette des autres citoyens, faire une refusion, ça veut dire la ramasser, puis il a vu que la devise des États-Unis, soit l'argent des Américains, des États-Unis, ben, ça fasse comme, c'est encore la monnaie, la devise des finances internationales, la devise des échanges mondiaux, la devise des mondes des affaires du monde, c'est encore la devise de l'argent américain. Donc, faire une conversion monétaire. Donc, un dollar canadien aujourd'hui, c'est 77 à peu près cents des États-Unis. Maintenant, ça traverse, ça achète, ça vend des bourses, dans les bourses, des actions, ça vend, ça n'arrête pas de vendre, puis d'arrêter tout ça, fait que ça se passe. Non, je fais une petite discussion de ma théorie philosophique.
Okay,
pourquoi? Vous voulez dire quelque chose? You want to say something?
Non, je salue.
Ouais.
Je salue.
Okay.
Je salue la montagne.
Ben oui, vous aussi, ici c'est comme chez nous. Puis...
C'est chez nous.
Ici c'est comme chez nous.
Ouais,
puis...
C'est quoi chez vous?
Ben je dis que c'est comme ma deuxième maison, ça.
C'est ça, absolument.
Pour moi, je viens ici souvent, puis je fais de la méditation, je m'entraîne, puis je chante du rock'n'roll. Puis vous-même, vous êtes ici, de Montréal? Ou,
Oui, oui, j'habite de l'autre côté, moi, de la montagne.
Okay.
Ça fait des années que je viens. Okay. Justement pour les mêmes raisons que vous. C'est bon. Et la porte est ouverte tout le temps ici.
Oui. Puis je vais vous montrer, je viens de voir. Regardez ce que j'ai vu tantôt, c'est vraiment rare. Un petit oiseau, là. Regardez ça. Comment qu'elle est belle. Je ne sais pas elle est belle ou beau, là, mais c'est tellement beau, ça. Je vais vous montrer ça. Regardez. Regardez ça. Attends, je vais zoomer. Juste là, ça fait même pas 44 minutes. Regardez, il faisait son travail. Noir, blanc et rouge.
Ah, oui, un pic.
Pic.
Oui, c'est ça. Et il y a les petits, le grand, c'est magnifique. Ça. Et je pense que c'est sa saison parce que...
Woodpecker.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so beautiful. It was just near.
I saw another rabbit, but un lièvre en français. Vous savez le lièvre? It's a wild
rabbit. Oui, je suis parfaitement bilingue.
Oui, d'accord, mais vous connaissez le lièvre. Et moi, j'en ai jamais vu ici. Il y a quelques semaines, de l'autre côté, j'ai vu 2 lièvres.
Bonne journée, madame. Merci de m'avoir dit bonjour. Puis salutations à vous. That was very nice and very nice lady. C'était une bonne. Oh, le soleil sort. Wow. Ouais, ici, le soleil sort. Puis ça me fait toujours plaisir d'en parler. Puis elle m'avait dit bonjour. Puis ça, avec le sourire, elle m'a demandé si je suis en direct. Mais je dis non, peut-être en direct plus le soleil, le pape. Mais qui sort là? Oh, je vais avoir du soleil. Le pape, le soleil, mon sort. Puis ici, je connais les antennes là, qui sont. Mais ça être en direct, vous parlez en direct, mais je passe sur YouTube. Fait que ça n'a peut-être pas en direct. Donc, je vous présente ici la montagne. Puis dans une vue parallèle, je sais comment ces antennes fonctionnent, les satellites, les microchips, les superordinateurs, parce que j'en construis dans une vie parallèle des satellites conçus pour aller avec notre étoile, le soleil, qui maintenant se lève, puis regarde, ça passe les nuages. Ah oui, monsieur. Ah. D'habitude, je ne retourne pas en arrière, mais je pense que quand j'ai montré à la madame, j'avais tombé ma poche rouge. Donc, je vous explique la théorie de la fusion démocratique. Puis oui, la poche rouge, je pense que je la vois. Parce que rouge, ça vient d'ici. Oh, ça est tombé sur ma tête. C'est pas encore. Je la vois parce que c'est rouge. Ma couleur préférée, puis je la vends. La poche, vous voyez? You see the pouch? red pouch. I dropped it, and I'm auctioning this. It's been worn out a lot, but I'm auctioning this for $1 billion, $1 milliard, $1 million. Anyways, le soleil. Le soleil qui sort. The sun's about to shine, man. Is it? Ça y va, ça. Anyways, je vais continuer la théorie de la fusion, théorie de la refusion de la dette. Fait que prendre toute la dette, public-privé, ma dette, c'est de 10 500. Votre dette, notre dette, et bien sûr, la dette de tous les citoyens. Et puis, faire une refusion. Et puis, une refusion que j'aimais, puis que c'est la seule solution. Et que c'est la seule solution, bien sûr. Donc, pour où qu'on est rendu maintenant, avec la dette, puis la refusion de la dette, où qu'on est rendu, c'est la seule. Il n'y a pas d'autre solution. Donc, prendre toute la dette, ma dette, c'est de 10 500. Donc, ma dette, la dette de la madame, je ne sais pas si elle en a ou non, peut-être millionnaire, je ne sais pas. C'est une spéculation à l'infini. Mais notre dette commune du Canada, et faire ce que j'appelle une conversion, parce que l'argent des États-Unis, la devise des États-Unis, est encore la devise de choix pour le commerce mondial, les finances internationales, puis les échanges globaux du commerce, du monde des affaires. C'est encore la devise des États-Unis. Donc, faire ce que j'appelle une refusion. Donc, premièrement, faire une conversion, notre dette des dollars canadiens en dollars états-uniens, la dette du Mexique, peso, la gourde d'Haïti, et toute l'Amérique du Nord, faire une refusion en dollars états-uniens, faire un standard de tous les prix, les coûts du pain, du miel, de tout, pour pas qu'il y ait l'inflation, pac. Et l'argent initial de la fondation de cette banque, ça va être toute la dette. Après ça, mettre un taux d'intérêt de 10% maximum. Ça peut être 9%, 3,33, 1,56, 4,18, 7,18 et ainsi de suite. Fait que toute cette dette-là, ça va fonder initialement la banque, cette nouvelle banque. La théorie de la refusion de la dette. La TRD qui inclut la théorie d'intégration monétaire dedans. Donc, ma théorie, ça inclut la théorie d'intégration monétaire. Puis faites attention si vous venez par ici parce que ça glisse. Hein. Ici, c'est profond, c'est en pente, fait que faites attention. Donc, encore une fois, prendre toute la dette, ma dette privée en tant que citoyen. Je suis un citoyen privé, je suis un citoyen privé. Fait que ma dette, votre dette, notre dette à nous, faire une refusion. Et ma théorie inclut la théorie d'intégration monétaire, c'est exactement comme qu'ils ont fait en Europe. Donc, prendre toute la dette de public, vous avez vu maintenant pour les intérêts, ça a plus que doublé, là. C'est rendu à 46,5. Fait que ça a plus que doublé, tu sais. Fait que ici, prendre toute la dette, ma dette, votre dette, notre dette, faire ce que j'appelle une refusion. Fait que tout ça, la dette, tout ensemble. Ça va être un chiffre énorme, ça va être dans les milliards de Mexique, Canada, États-Unis, dans l'Amérique du Nord. Et avec ça, faire une conversion des États-Unis. Bien sûr, la dette des Américains, c'est en trillions, milliards. Hein? Fait que faire une refusion. Mais les États-Unis vont pas faire la conversion parce qu'on va faire la conversion de la dette en dollars canadiens aux États-Unis, ou la conversion dans la devise américaine, parce que le dollar américain, c'est encore la devise de choix pour les finances internationales, le monde des affaires globales et les affaires du monde du commerce. Donc, faire ça, faire la devise, une nouvelle devise qui ça va s'appeler l'unité d'échange universelle, U.E.U. Unité d'échange universelle, UI, en anglais c'est pareil, UI. 1 UI, 2 UI, 3 UI, 156, 93, 333, 718, 418. Donc ça va être l'équivalent en dollars états-uniens. Le dollar états-unis en dollars US. Le dollar américain, pour l'Amérique du Nord. Fait qu'on va avoir l'UI, on peut s'unir avec l'Europe, l'OTAN, les pays de l'OTAN, que ce soit des alliés, mais je parle vraiment en tant que Nord-Américain, Canadien, Québécois, hein, en tant que Québécois, Canadien, Nord-Américain. Personnellement, j'étais né ici dans d'autres vies, puis j'ai servi dans d'autres vies à l'armée des États-Unis. J'étais né 2 fois aux États-Unis après 1776, ici sur l'île de Montréal, quand j'ai fait du bras de fer dans une vie antérieure avec Louis C, puis 7 ans après, j'ai pas pu utiliser mon bras, il était en grève. Fait que, anyways, aujourd'hui, le 28 décembre, je vous présente la théorie de la réfusion de la dette. Bon, le soleil, mon papa, il a sorti un peu, mais là, il était de retour, c'est pas grave. On va être de retour, puis on va faire encore un tour, puis on va y aller. On va continuer à marcher, puis faire un petit marche encore. On va être de retour, on va aller par la croix, puis on va aller voir jusqu'en bas. Puis on va être de retour, ou qu'on va aller voir si le monde patine. Puis on fait le tour, puis ça va être peut-être ça va faire la conclusion. Ça va être une marche plus longue aujourd'hui. Hier, c'était une marche plus longue que lundi, fait qu'aujourd'hui, je vais augmenter. Hier, je vais me rendre à plus que 6 heures aujourd'hui. Hier, je me suis rendu à plus que 5h30, fait que mardi, je me suis rendu à plus que 4 heures. Fait que je veux le faire, puis je veux avoir la gratitude aujourd'hui, puis je vous présente la théorie de la réfusion de la dette. Ici, il faut que je fasse attention, parce que ça glisse vraiment. Quand ça monte, c'est profond, il faut juste que je regarde.
Bonjour,
Bonjour, madame.
vous allez bien?
Ça va quand même, vous?
Ça va, merci.
J'ai payé mon loyer, j'ai payé ma facture d'électricité, puis j'ai du café et de la nourriture.
Pour un mois ou bien pour l'année?
Là, je sais pas, j'ai quand même pour un couple de jours.
Ah, ok, c'est bien.
Pour 2023, j'en ai. Le seul qui manque, c'est un câlin, c'est tout ça, j'aurais besoin.
Que câlin, un
Non, mais
gros câlin,
attention.
comme ça,
Ouais.
virtuel, avec les Covid. Un gros câlin.
Ouais.
Allez, bonne journée.
Ciao, ciao. Faites attention, ça glisse plus loin, hein. Alright, ciao, ciao. Attends, là. Des fois, je suis assis, j'ai dit la vérité, I need a hug, hein. J'ai besoin d'un câlin, tu sais. Je dis ça. C'est ça que je dis à la madame. Ben, j'étais à Citoyen qui a dit, des fois, je suis honnête. Ça va pas, je le dis. Fait que c'est. Puis les gens, ils trouvent ça étrange. Je dis, ben, comme ci, comme ça, mais, tu sais, j'ai dit la vérité. Tu sais, j'ai payé mon loyer, j'ai payé ma facture d'électricité, puis j'ai payé mon loyer, ma facture d'électricité, puis j'ai du café, puis de la nourriture, tu sais, fait que j'ai quand même la gratitude, puis il faut avoir la gratitude quand on vit tous les jours, puis il faut apprendre à aimer, puis à offrir qu'est-ce que j'offre, parce que j'en offre moi aussi des câlins. J'en offre des câlins, des bisous et des chatouilles. Mais comme la madame a dit, la COVID, a mentionné la COVID, j'ai survécu la COVID en 2020, là. C'était comme la mort, la pestilence, la maladie, c'était comme la maladie, la pestilence, puis la mort, c'était la maladie, la pestilence, puis la mort, là. Puis là, je renais, tu sais, fait qu'en 2020, là, puis j'en ai des câlins, des bisous, des chatouilles. J'en ai des bisous, des câlins, puis des chatouilles. Ça, j'en ai à donner. Des bisous en premier, je fonde l'Empire, premier empire, l'Union démocratique. République démocratique de l'Union de l'Amérique du Nord, la République démocratique de l'Amérique du Nord, on s'unit les Nord-Américains, Québécois, Canadiens, Québécois, Canadiens, Français, vous êtes ma famille, vous n'avez pas à faire, des fois on est dysfonctionnel. Là. Mais là, je me sens bien, parce que quand je viens ici et je m'entraîne, déjà, je me sens bien, fait que ça prend un peu. Parce que des fois, moi aussi, j'ai du toxique, ça a pris des années pour avoir mon Asperger's, puis je dis oui, j'ai l'Asperger's. Oui, je peux être toxique, mais j'aime ça le BDSM. Puis ici, ça fait du bon voyage ici. Bon voyage ici. Puis on rentre par là, puis le monde qui vient, tu sais, ils s'entraînent, ils font de l'exercice, puis ils font de l'exercice par ici. Ah! Et on s'entraîne, we train overtime, every time. On fait du rock and roll là, pour les fermiers. On va s'entraîner, on fait des étirements, on s'étire comme ça. On s'étire, hein? Bon, vous voulez passer, je vous laisse. Faites attention, ça va être très glissant un peu en haut.
D'accord.
Let them know because it's slippery. If they're not familiar with the treacherous terrain, you know, you gotta get a little bit of that rock and roll, man. We're all equal in nature, man. On est tous égaux dans la nature. Riche ou pauvre, rich and wealthy. We're all equal in nature, you know, and that's what We get down to that nature. That's it. You gotta get down to that nature, la nature, you know. Like, you gotta get that drills. That's the difference between me and you. Marching in steel toes, man. Listen, steel toes. There's more satellites built. That's not dead. Ah, feels good. On va chanter une autre chanson. Une chanson de la belle province. Avec du rock'n'roll d'ici de Montréal. On chante puis on danse. Avec sur la montagne. On chante puis on danse. Avec du rock'n'roll. Oh, les infirmières. Oh, qu'ils fassent regarder. Du rock'n'roll dans le bois. Du rock'n'roll, oui, comme ça. Du rock'n'roll pour le bois. Que ça fasse regarder le soleil, le roi. Le soleil, mon roi, le pape, il va se lever puis on danse. Because même dans la neige et l'hiver. Hey, we dancing north and strong. And the Canada, we coast to coast and belong. Gotta get that NATO troops. Gotta get the force salute. Gotta get that force salute. Gotta get that star we hoops. Gotta get that left and right. Gotta get that left and right. Pas la gauche puis pas la droite. Quelqu'un qu'il faut qu'il chante, même pour la police. J'ai fait demander d'attention aux criminels. Maintenant je fais l'amour avec une policière ou vice versa. Un policier à l'arc-en-ciel, vous savez. J'ai fait demander d'attention aux criminels. Maintenant je danse, je fais l'amour avec une policière. Viens de graduer de la Nicolet pour l'armée du dragon. Partenariat public-privé, premier ministre, regarde, s'il vous plaît, ne polluez pas, laissez pas dire. Parce que vous voyez qu'est-ce qu'on vient de voir tantôt. Un pic, qui vient de faire. Et là, il va falloir que je mette ça dans le recyclage. I'm gonna have to recycle this. I don't mind volunteering, but what about that pick? What about that woodpecker we just saw? If you would have picked on this, you gotta pollute. So I already do volunteering, see, for flora and for fauna, pour la flore, puis pour la faune. Here we are in the woods, we're all equal in the nature. You come in, equal in the nature, dans la nature quand même. Nature can be our friend, but she, in her mysterious dancing with her brother sun, dans les mystères, la nature danse avec son frère le soleil. Puis moi, I'm just a piece of dust, but I gotta clean from Mother Nature, gotta make my effort. And this is no, see? This is a no. I'm glad I picked this up, because if you would have passed the whole winter here, it would have biodegraded, and all that would have went, the colors and the chemicals would have went, if it would have been a few months until spring, March, you know, snow melts in March, and this is going to be there's going to be a lot of trouble for the environment. So please don't leave stuff. I don't mind y'all coming, eating, enjoying here, but this is a no-no. Ça va dans le recyclage, s'il vous plaît. Si ça aurait passé les 3 mois ici, là, ça aurait dégradé tout ça, dégradation dans la terre, ça aurait fait de la nuit, ça aurait nuit à l'environnement, ça nuit à l'environnement, ça fait que ça me dérange pas de le faire, ben, parce que c'est comme ma deuxième maison ici. This is like my second home here, so I love coming here, and I love working out, training and exercising. I love when I see people skating there. Somebody wearing red, quelqu'un qui porte du rouge. Alright, Dragon Army, l'armée du dragon, we gotta go rock and roll. On fasse rock and roll. Par la droite puis par la gauche. Fait que s'il vous plaît, faites votre part. Do your part, please. Don't pollute. Pick up after yourself. Put it in the garbage if it goes in the garbage. If it goes in the recycling like this, I'm assessing. It's got a lot of dirt on it, so I'm going to put it in the garbage. Ça a beaucoup de poussière dessus, fait que je vais mettre ça dans les poubelles, dans les vidanges. So I'm going to put it in the garbage. But see, I see another one there. Je vais le voir un autre. Puis il faut pas que ça passe l'hiver ici, mes chers. This gonna damage. See, again, if this starts snowing, I find another one. Now I got 2 bottles that needs to be recycled, because this does not biodegrade. Ça, c'est pas biodégradable, ça. This does not biodegrade. I learned in English and a French vice versa word. Biodégradable. Biodegradable, it is not. C'est pas biodégradable. Biodegradable, it is not. Ce n'est pas biodégradable. Oh, encore. Sur le côté, tu sais, parce que là, je vois, mais c'est un autre. Tu sais, ça fait quand même, je trouve, là. Ça aussi, là. Faut pas laisser ça là, mes chers. Non, les chiens, j'en trouve un autre. J'en ai trouvé aujourd'hui, là, regardez. Là. Pas sur la main et la feuille, là, mais fais ma part. Là. I gotta do that part, you know, because if we pollute, it doesn't go there. It doesn't go there, you know. It doesn't go there. Ça va pas, là. Faut faire le recyclage. Gotta get that recycling. Faut mettre ça dans le recyclage. Gotta put this in the recycling. This has to be recycled. See, this is gonna damage the flora, the fauna. Ça va endommager ça. Don't leave that in the forest. You know. Ne laissez pas ça dans la forêt, mes chers. S'il vous plaît, please. Make an effort. Hey, somebody's gonna go good, man. Gonna get a big hug. Somebody's hugging, that's good. Quelqu'un se donne des câlins, c'est bon ça. Donnez-vous un câlin à ma place. Give yourselves a hug for me, man. Yeah, a hug for me, double trouble. Make love. When I sing rock and roll, give big hugs. Donnez-vous des gros câlins quand je fais du rock and roll. Si vous êtes millionnaire, donnez un chèque somebody jogging. Give that jogging good. Jogging is good for you. Gonna get that exercise. Faites de l'exercice, je vous encourage. Je vois des joggers sur Montréal, même en décembre. Il fait pas si frais, quelqu'un porte du rouge. Peut-être futur pour l'Empire du Dragon en arc-en-ciel. Puis là, ils sont enlevés de la glace parce qu'il y a le nettoyage. Public Works, see, that's Public Works, saluting the Public Works. Somebody give him a hug. See, he's cleaning the skating rink, man. That's the skating rink right there. It's freaking nice, man. I ain't got money for skates, but whatever. I ain't got money for skates, man. It's okay. I can rent them, I guess. Ouais, ben. Oh, la poubelle est là. Elle a bougé de place. It moved out of place, man. It's gotta get it moved, you know, see? All the people waiting for the skates, and now they're gonna get skating better. Thanks to the worker there, salute the worker. Public Works, the travailleurs public, ça prend un partenariat public-privé, thanks. Public and a private partnership. I'm open for business 24/7. Je suis ouvert pour les affaires 24/24. I always feel good, and I see people happy working out. See they're waiting. Oh yeah, it's gonna be lots of skating, man. Nice, good for them. I love skating. I can't skate, but can't break. Je peux patiner, mais je patine, fait que c'est bon ça. It's nice, man. I have to throw this in the garbage, though. Some of it recycling, some of it garbage. Gotta go all the way to the top. Skating, man. Good for you. I love skating, but I don't have the skates right now, but it's nice. So this is gonna have to be, also I noticed that there's a hole in this, so this I'm gonna have to put in the garbage. One I can recycle, one I can't. Un je peux faire le recyclage, mais un je peux pas. C'est la vie, it's that life. Eee, what is that smoke coming, man? Yes, crows, I know. Y'all cheering me on, the only fans. My only fans, the crows, man. Mes seuls fans, c'est les corbeaux. Ah, look at that. Oh my god. Smog. Comme du smog, mais ça sent pas mauvais, vraiment. It doesn't smell bad, really. Just lots of smog. Gotta be careful not to slide. I'm gonna go put this there, the garbage, and in the recycling. One in the recycling, one in the garbage. Well, it's only garbage here. Oh, there's the garbage is there, so see? Plastique, verre, fait que ça va ici. This goes here. And the garbage goes over there. Where's the garbage? La poubelle. Oh, elle est là, la poubelle. This goes in the garbage, see? Un travailleur public. Fait que ça va dans les vidanges, in the garbage. And now what I'm gonna do? I will clean my hands and disinfect my hands with that hand sanitizer. Je vais désinfecter les mains parce que bon, j'ai touché là-bas, I touched that, so I'm gonna ask people with public hygiene obsession, so we're gonna put a little bit, I put a little bit too much, but this is kills the bacteria and the germs and the microbes, mais ça tue les bactéries, les microbes, rub, RUB. Hands disinfect. On se désinfecte les mains. Rub, RUB, rub. Rub those hands, disinfect, and I gotta tie that belt. Ça fait la ceinture, me serrer la ceinture, tie that belt. Let's go. Overtime every time. It is 3:09. On va aller des temps supplémentaires. Overtime every time in these steel toes. Overtime every time in these steel toes. Overtime every time in these steel toes. Rock and roll 24/7. And they're back in the skating rink. Skate, skate, skate. Oh, they're waiting. See, thank you, Public Works. No Public Works taking care, and they're gonna have nice skates, man. It's gonna be nice. I'm gonna go around the bar. I'm gonna go all the way to the top, and maybe come back drink some water, man. Hey, that's fun. This is fun. Good for them. I'm glad I see a lot of people there, and some people sliding, and nice music. Good skating rink. You can come skate. I try to get a picture. Prendre une photo. Zamboni, Zamboni, Zamboni. Oh yeah, we driving, man. It's drive, you know. So all it is with me is workout, fitness, overtime, rock and roll. Tout ce qui se passe avec moi, c'est l'entraînement physique, du rock and roll and BDSM, bondage, domination, sadomasochistic, masturbation fantasies, with lots of poetry in between, and marching and gratitude, avec beaucoup de gratitude, du rock and roll, la philosophie, puis la marche, puis l'entraînement physique, tout ce qui se passe avec moi, ben, c'est bien sûr la masturbation, et en sadomasochisme aussi avec ça, là, je l'avoue, là. So it is also, man. Gotta go. Sometimes you just gotta go get that drill, you know. It's saluting the farmers, the butchers, the bakers, the nurses, the doctors. Je salue les infirmières, travailleurs en service agricole, tous ceux qui produisent nos aliments, puis c'est ceux qui sont en train d'aller faire l'exercice physique, les firefighters, pompiers. And we're good for the other side. I think I found the other glove. I'm gonna bring it to the lost and found. Man. Bring the glove to the lost and found. J'ai ramené le gant, gant, lost and found, man. Lost and found. Somebody got lost. I get lost, I get found. On the mountain, see? Look how beautiful. Oh, the freshness of the air. Just la fraîcheur de l'air ici, c'est comparé avec quand on parle, poodle, man. Poodles I can pet. Les poodles, je peux les flatter, les poodles. Pas beaucoup d'autres espèces de chiens, not a lot of other species of. See, this says that it's a Norway spruce. See, it has a plaque there, see? Somebody put a plaque. Well, it's actually an official plaque, so it describes what this is here, see? It says a Norway spruce. You give it the name in Latin there. See, Pisces abies, Piaceae abies, épinette de Norvège. Ça, les deux noms, ça, c'est une épinette de Norvège. C'est une épinette de Norvège, see? Épinette de Norvège, that's the Norway spruce. Paisia. And of course, we gotta get that drill, man. We're going up. We're going back where we were when we came in. On regarde la tête à droite, à gauche, on turn it left and right, and we go in. That's it. People holding hands. Give me hope. Je vous vois en train de vous tenir par la main, vous me donnez espoir. Fait l'entraînement physique, vous me donnez espoir. Give me hope. And give me hope and get a rock and roll for the, really we go, yeah. We go HAD, man, and you gotta keep it in motion, you know, we gotta keep it drilled, man. It's Mountain, second home. Mount Royal, headquarters of the Dancing Goddess in the Dragon Kingdom. Mont-Royal, ma deuxième maison, le siège social de mon rêve qui se manifeste de la déesse et du dragon qui danse. Keep it drill. Feels good. Feels good. Ça fait du bien. Feels good. Gotta get that toxicity out. Faut que j'arrête ma toxicité aussi. Gotta get that toxic. Faut aussi arrête la toxicité. We gotta get that toxic out. You know, and, we gotta be on the mind. Faut qu'on soit sur la tête. And we gotta get that drill. We gotta get that. We gotta get those steps in, man. Faut qu'on rentre les pieds dedans. Dans la boue, in that mud, see? Mud, M-U-D. That mud. Sometimes we just gotta twist those hips left and right. And now I gotta get that thirst hydrate, man. Maintenant, je dois hydrater quand même. Fait que je dois penser avant de partir ou que je m'hydrate. Puis vous savez quoi, je viens de me souvenir que j'en ai fait une bouteille d'eau. Fait que la prochaine rush, on va s'hydrater bien comme il faut, au moins la moitié de la bouteille, at least half of the bottle, because you gotta stay hydrated, eh? I'm already been a few hours on the march now. Déjà un couple d'heures sur la marche sur moi-même déjà. Là, fait que faut que je m'hydrate. Déjà, j'ai mis plus de pieds de marche que les généraux de l'OTAN. Hey, that NATO generals. Already Dragon Zero, financially struggling artist, athlete, philosopher, geopolitical analyst, and theorist already put in more marching steps than all the generals of NATO combined during COVID. J'ai déjà mis en COVID plus que les généraux de l'OTAN. L'OTAN, Organisation Transatlantique du Nord. L'Alliance, hein, OTAN. Organisation de l'Alliance Transatlantique du Nord. See, that's where we gotta go, man, and we get that rock. I love these rocks, by the way, here. See these rocks, and just something spiritual about them, you know, like, just, for me at least, you know, as for me, I was focused on speaking, but just something that I love about rocks. And this mountain is like my second home, so I really love it here. C'est comme ma deuxième maison, puis j'aime vraiment. See, it's like a hiking mountaineering workout, eh? C'est comme un entraînement physique du mountaineering. We gotta keep it by the right. Faut qu'on garde ça par la droite. Yeah. On the right side, man. Gotta get that. Ah, yeah, feels good. Ah, ça fait du bien, ça. Oh, yeah. Feels good. Feels that good, man. Oh, yeah. Ça sent bon, ça fait du bien. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Feels good. So, oh, yeah. Gotta get on that trail, man. Oh, yeah. Feels good. Ah, me sens bien. Feels good. Ça fait du bien, là. Well, you know what? I think I know when I'm gonna go hydrate. Aller m'hydrater at the Belvedere in the below Belvedere, mais en bas. Steel toes, mountaineering marching. Mountaineering marching, steel toes. Dependent Aspie artist. I love coming here, j'adore venir ici, puis ça me fait plaisir quand je vois du monde. It makes me pleasure when I see people as well. and it always feels good to work out and to drill it. Just to drill, man. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I say that. So I thought I was gonna get some more sun, but I'm grateful for that little bit. La gratitude pour le peu que j'ai vu. Le soleil, mon papa maintenant se lève puis se couche. Now the sun is rising somewhere in the Cette. Hey, on devrait avoir une section nudiste dans la montagne. We should have a nudist section on the mountain. On devrait avoir une section nudiste. Je have a nudiste la montagne. On devrait avoir une section nudiste. We could have a nudist, like to be nude, you know, to be naked. It's just a section. And we have to warn people, right? Have to warn and watch it. That section is when you, at the entrance of the mountain, that there's a section that is for nudists, or where it is, like a circle, 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 comme en cercle, 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 circle, circle, cercle. Puis ça dit ici, ben, faites attention, c'est la pratique du nudiste. Nudist. Yeah, just like on Oka Beach, comme à la plage Oka. Just like at Oka Beach, comme à la plage Oka, comme à la plage Oka, Oka Beach. Comme à la plage Oka, Oka Beach. .3:26 p.m. 3:26 p.m. Give yourselves a hug. Big hug for me, un gros câlin pour moi. Sing some more rock and roll, on va chanter encore du rock and roll. Ah oui, parce qu'on s'en va au belvédère. On s'en va au belvédère, mes chers. Faut que ça fasse puis la danse, faut que ça fasse la luisance. Puis il y en a qui viennent sur la montagne et regardent. Ils sont pleins qui viennent puis la danse pour qu'on chante puis ça danse. Faut que ça fasse puis la montagne puis ça sente. And they coming to the mountains, here we go. To the mountains, here we got a rock and roll. Puis on fasse du rock and roll, puis de la montagne pour qu'ils voient puis qu'ils fassent. Et regarde, puis la montagne, quelqu'un qui fait de la bicyclette. He's on the bike and rock and rolling on the bike, and here we told him sur la bike, la montagne. Il fasse, regarde, il a la bicyclette. On that bike he going, on the mountain showing. We gotta go get that hydrated. It feels like a lot of people came today. It's a little like a summer. Comme si on allait comme a summer day, like a summer day, you know, but it's like spring because it's mild. C'est comme un printemps parce qu'il fait beau, mais c'est quand même drill, and you know what, we're just gonna get hydrated, and we're just gonna hydrate over here. On va s'hydrater ici, mais gotta get a little bit of hydration, man, and gonna get drilled, see if we can get some water. If we can get all the way to the top, maybe we can go all the way to the top and kind of like cut it on the side, you know, like cut it on the side like that, chuck. And we're gonna get it to the mountain. A lot of people came today, people holding hands. I'm happy. Bon qui viennent pendant le, je suis content. Yeah. Yeah. I like to see that love, man. Ça que j'aime voir l'amour. I like to see that love. I like to see that loving, loving, loving. Ça va l'amour, l'amour, l'amour. Get that hydrate, man. Hydratation. Bon, là, ici. You're welcome. Oh, there you go. You're welcome. finishing with a little dance. And finish it up with a little dance. On va finir avec une petite danse. Dance for the Empire, for NATO troops, pour les troupes de l'OTAN. Finish up. A bit of backpack dance. Ready for the dance. You can dance over time, every time. Gonna get a little bit of that dance. Ready for the dance. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.